Hey, it's another episode of Candace Michelle Views where I give my opinion on what I'm viewing on any mainstream media platform that you could think of. So hey, how is everybody doing? How's everybody been? Um, I do just want to be up here for a little while. I know it's like the Puerto Rican Day Parade or whatever. I don't even know why they call it Puerto Rican when it's like mad Spanish people, but they're like narrowing it down to Puerto Rican, but whatever. I know it's the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So I know it's not too many people. Hey, hey, Never Hungry Again. Hey, D, what's up? I'm glad somebody's here. I can always depend on Never Hungry Again. Thank you for being here with me. And also whoever else pops out. But yeah, it's like a little parade today. So I know a lot of people probably are over there or whatever. I don't live in Bushwick anymore, so I really not like hearing all the noise and all the stuff that's going on. I'm more on the Caribbean side of Brooklyn, so it's kind of quiet over here today. But yeah, I just wanted to pop out real quick and go over some things. Every time I do a live, if I feel like I'm being attacked immediately after my live, like literally everybody is like coming at me every which way after my live, and I'm like, I can't even respond back right away because like I just did the live, and I know I'm not going to come back for another week or another 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Usually it's 3 weeks. You know, I be needing my little bit of time because I'm doing like 1,000 little things on the side. But every time I do my lives, it's always something being said about the people I'm talking about or whatever, and they're like nitpicking at me, like, oh yeah, we hear what you're saying, and we're gonna like nitpick at you. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, like I'm gonna be giving some examples. You know, I love to go over my lives and the responses of what I've said to my prior lives. Hey, Carmar and Marty McCarty. Hey, what's up? Thank you for popping out with me. So yeah, they was popping mad shit about my life. Like a lot has been going on, right? So I just was like, that's weird. So what was I saying? The last live. Let's start it off with of course, a recap. Let's start off with a recap. My last live, I was like, I was talking about the Sean Adams dude. That's a TikTok situation. It's like a viral TikTok. It's the only thing on TikTok that actually goes viral. I don't know too many people that at the time, I don't think he has as many views now, but at the time he was like 50 something views, 50,000 something views. Not too many people are going to be going viral like that on TikTok. So, of course, with the name and the message where he's like, with that being said, and with that being said, like, you know how Young Pharaoh used to do, or with all the characters that are in this role that they continuously try to make us be poly and all that stuff, whatever, like, you know, French poly. So they always got their workers going viral and getting our attention and trying to, of course, transition us into a lifestyle, a culture that we don't practice over here. So anyway, just responding back to like my live, I was talking about like all this stuff, and you know how like I like to talk about how we're pure breeds, we're like the purest form of the human race that you know is being pushed out here. You understand what I'm saying? Like we're like the purest breed of the human race. Basically, probably not too much animal, probably no animal, little to no animal. I'm pretty sure it's no animal, but you know a lot of people are starting to become mixed now. But at some point, pure, no, not mixed with no animal. So that's what that will be. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, I was talking about how pure breed we are, and I was like, you know, how great we are when we do things and when we get that glow. When we get that glow, like how the last dragon was talking about. Once you are like one with yourself and you realize you are everything and above, and you just gotta control it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta become in a dominant role into your own self in your own body. You see what I'm saying? Your conscious and your body gotta be together on shit. You see what I'm saying? And once you are in a togetherness, you kind of get that glow. If you are able to, if you're capable of even doing so, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody is not going to be able to do that. So, yeah, once you get to your higher self, which everybody cannot achieve, you become, like you're already a pure breed, and then you become immaculate, right? So I come up with the word immaculate last live. I'm like, oh, I like this word. I want to use a big word. I literally picked out the word because I wanted to use that big word. I was like, I want to use immaculate. I want to say pure no more. I want to say like immaculate. So anyway, it's just weird that when I use the word immaculate, we have the guy Sean Adams on TikTok. Literally the very next day, that Monday night, he's like, oh, we're gonna pick like somebody, and somebody's gonna win a raffle or whatever. And he picks like somebody, a winner. Somehow they didn't make it. They was like, oh, you gotta follow us and you gotta do this, so you couldn't win. So they went to the next winner, and it was like number 2, and they weren't following one. One person was following not, so they didn't win. And then the lucky number 3 was the winner, right? So I'm like, okay. They was like, oh, so here goes the winner right here. They're following us. They're doing everything they need to do, and we're gonna give you $200. Just DM me. And the person that won the lucky number 3 that won the prize, the money that he was just giving away. And literally he never gave. He always say he's giving away money, but we never seen him actually give nobody no money. This time he's giving somebody money, and he actually showed like, oh look, this is. So anyway, the person name on TikTok was Immaculate, and I can't remember what. It was like a couple numbers, like 4, 5, 6, or something like that. So the person name was that one name was Immaculate, and I was like, I mean, he's been on air, he's been on TikTok and doing other little things to try to get this, try to build this crowd of people to come and see them, right? So he's been online for a while. Never use the word immaculate. Not as much as if he did, please. I wish, because I know he's watching. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to watch this and show me that he used the word immaculate at a different time in his life, I would not say nothing. But I feel like that was the first time he ever used that motherfucking word. And I was like, hey, how is he using the word immaculate like they're the prize winner? When I was using that with my live, and I was talking about him. I talked about how, like, his lip and this and that. He's supposed to be the new young Pharaoh 3.0, where it's like a better version so they could try to really recruit people. And I was just like, when I came and started talking about them, I kind of broke the little group up. Well, I feel like I broke the group up because they stopped going live when I first started talking about them. And then one of the girls left the group. So they're not even poly no more. He's literally in a monogamous relationship. And the girl that left was the one that I thought was like West Indian or black, possibly, or Negro or West Indian, or whatever. I didn't think she was like East Indian, Indonesian, and French, like Sean. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was weird that she probably saw my show and was like, this girl is right. And went and left. And then it changed the whole little show around, and the show doesn't even get half the views it gets anymore, right? So anyway, I just thought that was him. I feel like that was him just poking at me like, hey, whether he's watching my lives or the people that is controlling his show and his material that he says is watching my lives, and gave him that immaculate word. Of course, like, I just felt like they were just poking at me like, yeah, girl, we saw what you said. And now, this is like a kind of like cryptic response. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not bugging because, like I said, what would be the odds of a person winning money the next day and their username was immaculate? What would be the odds? And this is the basis of my show. What would be the fucking coincidences of these sequented events happening, like domino effect happening after? You see what I'm saying? Like the after post effect. So it's just like, I'm already knowing what kind of game they're over here playing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even play with them. I just like to point it out because this is being documented. That's why I have my YouTube. I want to document a lot of these phenomenons that they think is just coincidentally happens every day in people's lives. These coincidences are just occurrences that are happening, and I just like to keep a nice diary record of YouTube saying, look at all these coincidences. Look at all the stuff I said. Do y'all feel like all these things are happening by fucking accident? Anyway, so yeah, hey Solomon Israel, how are you doing? And I do follow you on TikTok. Everybody follow Solomon Israel on TikTok. He does do a little bit of videos there, and I did click that little follow. And follow me too. So anyway, yeah, TikTok is cool. I like TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anywhere you can make money off of your original content, off of just you being there, just you being there, you should be making money off of the time you're using. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just think that if you're serious about like being somewhere, being an influencer, being just I feel like sometimes people could be up here to just be like a friend. Like some people don't be having nothing to do. Some people don't want to be around other people because they have been burnt. They have been, used, abused, verbally, physically, and mentally, strategically disrespected on purpose, and the same people would try to still be your friend. So, sometimes I feel like these channels for YouTube or TikTok, it helps people out with like having something to do besides being somewhere that they feel like they're not even comfortable doing anymore. Because at this point in time in life, everybody is on a different wave. It's either you're on like a good wave and you're kind of like keeping to yourself, or you're like going wackadoodie out of your mind because you really don't know who you are, your identity crises and all these mental situations because you can't really identify with what's really going on here. Of people saying, hey, take a look at what you've been doing for all this time and look at the Negroes that you have been, hurting and keeping in a pretending they're not alive, pretending they don't exist nature. And a lot of people don't know how to understand the part they played in it. Even like if they're black descent, like they're Spanish Negro or Caribbean Negro, whatever, they don't even understand the extent of the harm they have been causing. So it's starting to, it could bother these people. You know what I'm saying? It could kind of bother them in a way. And so it's either you're like on some like I'm chilling, I'm good, and I see where I'm at, and I'm trying to like stay away from things because I don't know who to. Or you're one of those people that has been participating and you're kind of confused because you don't know which way to go because you're starting to realize they're right. We are from here to there, and we are literally over here just swarming these people and bringing all our culture and ways over here and just disregarding theirs and pretending it doesn't exist. And the people that did exist, they're all dead and gone, or they're now white and Asian people. So this is just a big change for a lot of people, and it could be a good change or it could be a confusing change that could cause identity crisis, mental issues, where you don't even know how to handle all this new information or information that probably isn't that new, but now is being put on the outs, and Negroes are not letting you put us back in the in the darkness. We're coming to light. So anyway, I did also want to talk about a couple other things that were being stolen from me. The Sean, what else did he say? He did something else, but I really don't remember. Right. So another thing is Dane Calloway. Right. Like recently, he's been talking a lot about like a lot of things, and I swear, some of the stuff that he's saying, right. Some of the stuff that Dane Calloway is saying, I feel like is identical. Like he was saying a lot of stuff, and I never really was watching Dane Calloway like that. Then out of nowhere, I think that he started watching my videos. Now I don't want to be annoying, but yes, this is how I feel. I feel like he was watching my videos, and he has took a 360 with his research. Now you can see that his research literally stays in the South. He used to do research about like people from like South America, Central. He was showing us all this Aboriginal and all these Caribbean or whatever stuff that people think is our history, and it's not. Because they buried and destroyed and burnt all our shit. So now that we're trying to grab all those scraps, saying, hey, look, this is the original shit. This is where y'all really getting all y'all shit from, and it turns abnormal. It starts to become abnormal with y'all when you start passing our genes down the line of the coast, going down to other places. The pureness start to water down. You're watered down pure breed. You understand what I'm saying? And that's mostly people that's going towards the bayous and going towards, the West after Midwest and things like that. You start to become more Frenchy, Spanishy, right? Creole, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Mexican Creole, who cares? Okay, it's still all black. It's all Negro shit at this point in life. Nothing has became white yet. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, so Dane Calloway has been literally keeping his research in the South now because he kind of understands that everything started in Virginia, I've been saying, and everything is literally it's old Southern money. It's about the money, and when you follow the money, the old Southern money is the beginning of it all. You see what I'm saying? Like it's called old Southern money for a reason. Okay? We're not talking new money. We talking about been had, been did, been balling. You see what I'm saying? So they're not, now that we're like trying to push out that narrative, like, bro, y'all act like we these losers, we these slaves and this and that, and we're the exact opposite. Because this is what I've been trying to explain to y'all forever. They have been mirroring us. Whatever the fuck they were, we are not it. But they have been pushing the mirror of their image on us. Okay? So everything they've been saying is an opposite effect because it's really them reflecting themselves on us so they can become us. You see what I'm saying? And we can become them in our own fucking country because we don't leave. We don't go nowhere. So it's like, what is the point of us becoming you here? They know they're not going to uproot us. So they're trying to change the whole dynamic of America, like culture, our ways, you know what I'm saying? Like how that's the only thing that really is different of like Spanish Negro, Caribbean Negroes, African Negroes that's from Venezuela. You know, I think Africans are from Venezuela. I'm not gonna ever go back on that. Okay, like Africans are not from freaking Africa. They're from the back of Mexico, going beyond. Okay, so anyway, and then they were cut off at some point. I don't know if we cut them off and tried to get rid of these people through flood water between the Panama. You know, before it was not connected. They made that a connected area, right? Oh, so anyway, so Dane Calloway definitely is like sounding just like me, right? And I feel like he tried to poke me as well when he put this image up. He put this image up of Aaliyah, right? And I feel like he put the image up of Aaliyah because literally it kind of connects back to me. You see what I'm saying? Like literally connects back to me, bro, because Aaliyah is a 116er and I'm a 116er. You see what I'm saying? Like our birthdays are January 16th. So him putting up Aaliyah on his photo, it just shows me I was already saying that Dane Calloway was going in my direction, like saying exactly the things I was saying. And I was like, okay, they're putting my information on a bigger platform as they always do. You see what I'm saying? So when he put that picture up of Aaliyah, it's like, for what? You could put a picture up of anybody. But I feel like he put the picture up of Aaliyah because it's kind of like, because he's like, oh, he's talking about Virginia now. He's talking about this and that. And it's like, bro, I've been up here from day one for 3 years. I never talked about nothing else but what they're talking about today. I was ahead of my time because I am the people that they think won't speak up on these networks. They would never in a million years imagine me with no sponsor, an immigrant sponsor or an infiltrator in my ear trying to have an image like me steer you in a certain direction. No, I'm straight dolo, independent, free thinker. I am the original people. We do this. This is what we do for a living. So when it comes to me, they try to like make my views hella low. They try, and even if my views are low, how do y'all get the information out my fucking out of my channel if nobody's watching this shit? If nobody's watching my channel, how is Sean Adams saying immaculate, knowing that he's in the game? You know what I'm saying? He's a part of the game. He is sponsored by the 1%. This 1% is sponsoring these people. So anyway, and then here goes Dane Calloway. This is all within my live. You know, he's giving the same information that I was providing about the history of the Royals, right? And he had a image of Aaliyah up, and I just felt like the image of Aaliyah up, it was just like another poking of like, you know, reflecting it back to me, instilling all like, and then let's say Kevin Gills, he has his own show, Kev Row or whatever. He does history just like us. Can somebody explain to me why he keeps talking about Candace Owens? Like, can somebody explain to me why he talks about Candace Owens and the girl Melody? And I'm telling y'all right now, Candace and Melody is all in the same fucking person in history. In history, Candace Melody is like saying Candace Michelle. Because Melody is like the Caribbean version of Michelle, of Michael. My name spelled Michelle is in French because my name spelled in Michelle is really Michele or something like that, Michele, which is Mike. It means Michael. It means Michael. My middle name is not really Michelle. My middle name is Michael because it's not spelled American. It's not spelled with two L's. It's spelled with one L, and it's really pronounced like Michele, and that is how French people say Michael. That means Michael. It says Michael in French. That's how they say it. So it's like they're literally saying Candace Owens, this and that, this Melanie. I don't know who the fuck that is, but it's literally all coming back, boiling down to King Philip, King Henry, King Jacob. King Philip's granddaughter was Candace. This is where they get in the Amber Room, like Candace Amber Owens. This is where they're getting the Candace name from because it's of the royal family. So I just feel like all of that stuff, all of that poking is just because they know everything I'm saying has been accurate, bro. Accurate. I never played with y'all from day one. From day one, I never played with y'all. It was people playing with y'all saying, "Oh, the celebrities are aliens." The this and that. Remember that lady that was selling kids at the Mexican border? What was that lady name with the turkey neck? Because she's a Latin Spanish Negro. And they over here infiltrating. They was a part of like the 7% or whatever percent. And look, Dane Calloway is saying he's 13%. How many? And I believe that Negroes are the 99%. We're full 99%, almost 100%. These people are 1%, 7%, 13%. I believe we are part of the 99% DNA, accurate 99.9. I believe is what we will be. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, if you get what I mean. So anyway, they can't put me on no platform. They don't mess with me. So they constantly are snatching all my shit up and trying to make me go crazy by putting Aaliyah up, by putting Candace Owens up, by putting Melody up, by putting saying anything I say, they saying shit after me. They're trying to make me go crazy because I've been upset about them stealing my stuff before I even got up here. Before I was even on YouTube, I was on Facebook, and I haven't been on Facebook in a long time. I have stopped using Facebook a long time ago, because that is for that's for people that's ready to like get into some fights. Like Facebook is squareup.com. You know what I'm saying? Like Facebook is where people want to talk a lot, and you're going to see them. So I don't mess with Facebook no more. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, since I was on Facebook, I was popping shit about how Kylie was stealing Kylie Jenner, all those people were stealing mad stuff from me. And I have people messaging me in I have people messaging me on TikTok where you pop out, message me on TikTok, you got anything to say. I got people messaging me on Instagram. That's the best place to message me because I'm always responding right away. I'm always looking at my stuff on Instagram. But I have people messaging me saying, "Yo, I know exactly what you're talking about when it comes to like them creating something. Like, say a girl probably came up with a hairstyle, regular girl from the hood, mad talented as we are, or has came up with a cute little new dance or some new kind of slang. Next thing you know, it's gonna be on the internet, and these people are wondering how the fuck." So, and of course, we know we're being spied on because these are cameras. These are segues. You see what I'm saying? The television, everything. Just like how you can watch the television it also has the capacity to watch you. You know what I'm saying? It's always a two-way situation. It's just like the police station. The TVs and stuff is like a police station mirror. They make you believe that they can't utilize it on you, but you could be digging in your nose in that police station mirror, and then the police would be right there like, ew. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same concept where you're digging in your nose in the mirror, but you don't know it's somebody right there. Like, yeah, that's her. That was her. She's the one that robbed me or whatever. Like, or whatever the case may be when they're on a double mirror situation. So anyway, that's all the rant I wanted to say about me being robbed in broad daylight. I'm getting robbed in broad daylight as always. And I say nothing about it. I take it with grace. I'm happy that even if it got to be Dane Calloway, because his views are the views that are being taken upon, where most Negroes are wanting to feel comfort with whatever information he's providing. So long as he's still in the South and he's keeping it in the South, I'm not going to complain about Dane Calloway and him having the baton and being able to take these minds he has, this control, this power he has to help mold a lot of people. He's gonna be swaying a lot of people to think certain ways because he's here to make you think, right? So yeah. So I just feel like him putting up the picture of Aaliyah on his last live is kind of like poking me because he's like literally stealing a lot of my information. Not saying stealing. I'm saying like a lot of people were talking about a lot of shit. They were all over the place. They're in Alaska. They showing you Alaskan Indians like they showing you Alaskan Indians. They showing you all kinds of people like, yeah, and you know, this is history. And I'm like, bruh, yeah, they're part of history, but that's not the beginnings. That's not the fucking beginnings. And I showed y'all so much articles. I showed y'all so many clips that supports what the hell I'm saying. I told y'all a long time ago, those people were plotting with us in Mexico. Them people that came to Canada, that came to wherever, Great Britain and made it Canada, was plotting with the people in Mexico. After they erased enough Negroes out of those areas, they still didn't have enough. They wanted more than Canada and Mexico. And a lot of people were saying, like, hey, what the fuck? Like, I already showed y'all in Mexico when they killed, murdered most of those Negroes over there for all that stuff they had. Um, and I showed y'all like clips of like Kurt, whatever that traveling dude. He showed you an area in Mexico where they got nothing but bones out there. It's like mad bones where they said where the war was. But has anybody did any DNA testing on those bones? Do we know who those bones belong to? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so once they murdered all those people, it sent a lot of people to war. They sent a lot of people to war in Japan, the Philippines, wherever they went, right? We're supposed to be fighting these Asian, Chinese, evil people, right? Mind you, they had scammed us because when we was going off to fight them to war, they was coming in here because now there's job openings. You see what I'm saying? Now there's a lot of job openings. And remember, I showed y'all an article where they took 3 million Mexicans and put them in California and areas of the West Coast because there was so many vacant jobs because these niggas went off fighting and came back halfway dead. If they wasn't dead, they came back very injured and very PTSD to the point where they didn't even understand the switcheroo and what happened to them. All they knew is they was out of work, out of this, out of that, out of how they was getting them out their houses. They're still trying to get people out of their houses today. So that's how you know all this stuff hasn't happened for so long. Because they're still trying to get Negroes and stuff in Bed-Stuy, Negroes and stuff in East New York out of their homes till this day. They're still working on it. So let's have a brain and say, well, how the hell they still trying to take from us if they are the dominant people and we were just born here as slaves? Like that's not a reality for them. They're living off of a whole shitload of lies. And I already showed y'all in video, in actual collected information that they came over here as habitual liars. They are habitual liars. I showed y'all a big clip of information on how much liars these people were. They were coming over there lying about nothing. And people were like, yo, like, what are you lying about? So not only are they liars, they're beggars. They are begging as beggars, right? So if you got one of them lying beggars in your home, please try to evacuate. Try to put some spray down and get these nasty Uncle Magics, these nasty clowns out of your home, okay? I done dated a lot of Uncle Magics, okay? I wish I could call up all my exes and invite them to a kid party so I could get paid. Okay, because as soon as they come and arrive, I would smack them, make their clown ass run around and chase me so the kids can see the entertainment and tell the moms, hey, pay me $30 a clown that pop up. Every ex that come through, every Uncle Magic that pops out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to entertain the kiddies real quick and they could go. So anyway, if you got one of them habitual lying beggars in your home, try to exterminate them out of there somehow. It's going to be very hard to get them out, especially if they got squatter rights and they've been here longer than 30 days. But you know, to each their own. I wish everybody luck because it's nothing but a nasty. It's so many. We have been flooded. We have been flooded and invaded, bro. The aliens are here. They've been here. And didn't I tell y'all not to bring no more of y'all cousins? And y'all brought 400 and something thousand more? Y'all brought 400 and something thousand more cousins to New York, to Port Authority. Y'all done brought to the portal. They went through the portal. There a bunch of Mario and Luigi's popping out. 400 or something thousand all out here. All out here. And they trying to figure out a whole shitload of stuff for them. They trying to get them together. They trying to get these people together. I am about to lose my mind, son. I'm about to lose my mind. I can't see no more immigrants overtaking us anymore. It's sickening. It's sad. It's scary. Cause it's like, bruh, like, you know we still exist, right? We're not all dead, man. And it's like, they want us gone. You could tell they don't like us. You could tell you could tell they don't like us because they're ignoring us. I'm a January Capricorn, if you didn't know, and January Capricorn's specialty is ignoring people. And I ignore people when I can't stomach their ass. When I can't even fucking say a word to you because my mama, because we practice, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. So I'm very silent around a lot of people. They think, oh, she quiet, she sneaky. No, you haven't seen me around people I trust because I am super wild, annoying, like mad cool. I'm always talking like this about whatever. If you're having a conversation that makes sense, because some people be talking Camp Cucamonga, and I don't speak Babylon. Like I be looking like, huh? So it's like anyway, if you could speak a clear fucking English, I could have, and you're not bird brained, I could have a conversation with you. So anyway, and just to talk about bird brained, I was just thinking about how like everything they do to us is mockery, right? So just thinking about how like they be like, yeah, peanut, I'm gonna go get peanut in them, right? Like you know how they always reference ghetto Negroes as peanut in them. So when you research like the peanut, you know that it comes from a Negro. It comes from Washington Carver, which I believe is the founding father of everything. The same Washington that they say is Washington Carver, Washington is the same person. He is the inventor. He is the father. He is the God. You know what I'm saying? He's everything, right? He was everything to us. So anyway, to society. So he is the father. He's the founding. He's founded. He's foundationed everything, right? So he's king. He's God. He's why we are flourishing. So the direction of where we should be going, right? Which is forward, which is in the future. Anyway, so the peanut comes from the Washington concept, right? So it's kind of like when they say, "Oh, peanut them." When you think of peanut gallery, peanut gallery, like the meaning of peanut gallery. Let's see if my computer wants to act okay with me today, and I could kind of like use it. Let's see what happens here. So when you think of like peanut gallery, yeah, I don't think it's gonna act right today. It's I had a hard time getting on here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use this. See all of this? When it does all that, it means no, no, girl. It means no. Okay, let me leave that alone. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Hey everybody, I'm glad there's some more people popping in. Hey Jessica P. Yeah, I'm not even gonna use this. I don't know why I did that. So, so anyway, when you look up, excuse me, when you look up the word peanut gallery, it basically means a bunch of like. Let me see. Like, I want to be accurate, right? So, see, look at this. Look at this. Like, come on. You see how long it took to even border up, like, and this is why they don't want me to be up here. I've been trying to get on here since like 3 in the afternoon. So my computer was taking mad on the load. Then it kept telling me all these error codes. I had to sign in, sign out of Microsoft. All kinds of issues just because I'm going to do a quick live that they don't want me to do. They don't like me. No, who likes me? Like, let's be honest. Except the people that come in the chat all day. I love my 500, my strong 500. I don't know how many views I really get, but I know I'm a good strong 500 in. You know what I'm saying? And that's enough for me. I like quality over quantity. So yeah, but anyway, I know a lot of people don't like me because I'm over here. I'm like strictly here to give you the truth. I'm not here to be a friend. I'm not here to be representing any real culture. because like I'm a Capricorn, so it's very hard for me to say, oh, I'm only here for Negroes only. Like a Capricorn, they think they're here for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Because we're from January to December, so we feel responsible for you all. You see what I'm saying? In the concept of God and all this creation, I feel like it's the capital, all that stuff. It comes from a mindset of a Capricorn. A lot of these people probably were Capricorn, January Capricorns or whatever. Probably December as well, but majority of January. When you look up the history of the wealth of like the Jacob, whatever his name was, it was called the guy that died on Titanic, the wealthiest guy that died on Titanic. His name was Jasper Jacob or something like that, which is a fake made up name. It's all the same information about the same guy that had it all, which was passed down from Henry. Henry is Jacob. Henry and Elizabeth had John. John and Mary had James. And I think John is George and James is Jesus. But I can't really explain that well. But it's kind of, if you really pay attention, it's kind of obvious when it comes to our states. Our states is literally named after all our ancestors, our royal ancestors. And my whole family is named after all these royal ancestors. So it's not by accident. Down to Lilith, down to Elizabeth, Mary, then it comes to even me, Candace. So they're all royal names. And it's literally generation after generation because I think it's describing a people. At the time, Lilith, both my great grandmother's name are, one name is Lilith on my father's side, great grand. They're both around the same age time frame, around the early 1900s, the late 1800s. They're both named Lily and Lilith. It's not by accident. These are American Negro women on both sides of my family. So you got to understand that these are probably time frames. Time frames. They're all Liliths. They're all Elizabeths. They're all Marys at the time frames. You see what I'm trying to say? Just like with the Gilded age, when people are Victorian age, it's all the same time frame. When they were building things, these things are already built before most of these people got here. A lot of people got here, they can't never claim none of these architectural structures. They could never claim it because they weren't even here for it. You see what I'm saying? And this is what the fight was over. The fight was over. We lit over here. We tried to build y'all. You can see the architecture in Saint Michael. If you look at Saint Michael, if you look at Saint over there in France, right? You can see it's the same architecture. It's the same architecture. So we gotta understand who's building these things. Because when you see Japanese build stuff, they have a certain architect. When you see certain people build certain things, you can see the architect. And when Haitians and Caribbeans and them build stuff, you can see the concrete. You can see the tin. You can see the tin in the concrete. So we can understand how people build, and it's not them because that's not their style. That's not their swag. So and then if you look at all the tunnels in the train stations, they're literally built in brick. They're brick laid out like City Hall. So many train stations built in perfect brick layer, brick out. Y'all don't have that same. Y'all are not moving like that. Some of y'all work is mad. If you look at abroad, y'all work is sloppy, cheap. Like we are not gonna move like that. We are very strict. It's like and I'm pretty sure whoever was like their moms or whatever, they probably was like get it right, get it right. You see what I'm saying? Like it's no messing up. It's all precision. I'm pretty sure whoever was their moms and their pops, they wanted them to be great. It's like very strict when it comes to the South. So I already know that all this stuff like, oh, we're so great with all this. Y'all all stealing it from these wonderful people. It's disgusting. At this point, I don't know how y'all not falling out dying, which y'all are. Y'all are falling out dying. So anyway, let's talk about this air quality, right? So I posted, I'm like, oh, it's time. It's time because they literally painted our sky orange. They literally painted the whole DMV area orange. And what is the DMV area? The DMV area is Mary, Virginia, James. It's about the same biblical shit, right? Nothing that they do is not biblical. Everything, haven't I told you this from day one? Everything they're doing is based off of the same family. Look at Offset. What's his name? Offset, right? No, Takeoff. Takeoff died. Takeoff real name was Khalifa something. His last name was Ball. His last name was Bull. When you look into history, and I'm not saying that's the accurate last name, but the history of Mary, Mary's last name was Bull. When you think of like bowling or ballrooms, like showcase ballrooms, you got to understand that they were talking about the same people. It's all about Negroes, right? It's all about we like everything big. We like everything big and extravagant. We show out. We are statement pieces. When we enter rooms, it's all about fucking us. You see what I'm trying to say? And it's just that's just the way it is. And it don't have to be the baddest thing. It's the way we carrying. It's the overall being in that vessel that creates the greatness that you all come here for. You all come here to become us. When you acting like this and you're acting like that, you're acting like us. You understand what I'm saying? You're not acting like the people that where you came from. You might have a little bit of that incorporated with our personality. You see what I'm saying? Like when y'all be like, oh, New Yorkers don't play, New Yorkers don't play this and that. Because you acting like us. We don't play. We bust ass, we don't play. Y'all acting like us. Y'all over here acting like us. We the toughest out here. We tough as nails. We do everything. Everything is and nothing will move without us. That's why they had the Georgia Stones, where it's like, yo, keep a certain amount of them here, because once it's not a certain amount of us here, who knows what the like. You see how dirty everything is becoming. You see how everything is falling apart because y'all lazy as fuck. Y'all lazy and y'all not doing the right things. Y'all taking all our money, y'all doing coke with it. Like I've been telling y'all. Now everybody's sitting here admitting they doing coke. Now it's like, oh, it's okay to do coke. It's okay to do coke. I didn't know that. It wasn't okay for me to smoke weed. Y'all was locking me up every 5 seconds over weed, bro. Like it's really sad that now it's legal and I can cop it from anywhere because y'all were preventing and causing a lot of issues for me by locking me up, fingerprinting me, making me lose my job, making me do this. And trust and believe, I was suing the shit out of them when they was doing wrong things to me. When they were wrongfully bothering me and I was doing nothing wrong and they locked me up. Every time I get out, I'm filing lawsuits on their ass because I've done nothing wrong. I'm no criminal. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, and I won every lawsuit I have. I won because when people do something wrong, they're responsible for you. Okay? So anyway, a lot of people need to become law. We're not really doctors. They're the doctors. They're the ones playing God. They're the ones trying to play God. They're the ones playing. We Southern Negroes don't believe in you adopt. We don't mind getting checkups and doing things naturally, but we don't believe in doctors pricking and probing and playing with us. We don't let them say, "Oh, that's why most of these doctors are catering. Most of these doctors are catering to immigrants, other people from other countries from all over the place that's acting like they back hurt, they sick all day, they got all these health issues because that's how it is for y'all. Y'all come from a certain kind of DNA coding. So a lot of y'all are very sickly. And when y'all come here, you get a better opportunity. You come to asylum. This is an asylum for y'all. Now y'all see it's an asylum. They're literally telling you on the news, this is a fucking asylum for y'all. I've been telling y'all that from day one. I've been telling y'all they hungry, they don't got nothing, they've been washing these niggas out from day one. We are the biblical people. The water don't wash us. It just cries and it washes off the face of the earth. Because we are the face of the earth. The water just rinses off with us. It does not flood. Okay? We are not the flood people. Now let's get to Noah's Ark. We're not Noah or those people. They said God saved Noah. God saved Noah. So if God saved Noah, right? Can't you kind of think that God may be a person? Couldn't it maybe say, hey, God George said, hey, let's make a new Bible. Let's rewrite the Bible. James, George, let's rewrite the Bible. Let's let everybody pop out. You know why? You know why he let everybody pop out? Because they was over there dying and stuff, and he went over there being a missionary, trying to now the Africans and Joseph Smith, they took on the missionary work. But this is originally our shit. We was over here thinking we minded everybody's business when we shouldn't have been. And it's mainly our men. Because George and them was going over there having sex with all those whores. They were prostitutes. And most of these people that come over here, they're still fucking prostitutes. They come over here specifically to do OnlyFans, to do this, to do that, to be Kim Kardashian. So that's whoring. That's fucking hoeing. So anyway, yeah, so, and then they tried to put that on us. Every time you say, oh, Iceberg Slim, da-da-da, that was never us. Iceberg, it's the same iceberg that sunk our rich men. But, JJ, Dynamite. The same JJ Dynamite that got killed, you know what I'm saying, out in the sea, is the same scam that they running over here with us. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was trying to show you George and I don't know how is it. Where's the? It's like in history. I hate when I can't find nothing, bro. And it's I took pictures of it, but I got so much pictures I don't never get to find nothing, bro. I be trying to show y'all so much stuff that it's just like impossible to look even through. It's like it defeats the purpose of me taking pictures because I can't even find nothing. It's just like then I just be like, F it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, before I go, I'm definitely gonna go over the fact that no one, and I'm gonna mark it here today. No one has said what I'm gonna say today, and I bet you after I say it, mad people are gonna steal my fucking information. A lot of people are gonna steal my information after I say it because I have heard not one person say this shit as of yet. I haven't heard not one person say this shit as of yet. And this shit, I was like, is people crazy? Is nobody paying attention to asking nothing? Now, I don't blame our parents and them, because our parents and them, they come from scary times. Back in the days, it was hella scary, bro. People were rapists, weirdos. It was so predatory back in the days that I'm glad I grew up in this era. Okay? I don't even ask my mother about growing up because when she started off, I was like, I'm done. I didn't even want to hear. She was talking about her baby years. She was talking about her diaper years, and I was like, "No more, sis. No more, sis." Because I'm gonna want to commit suicide. Like, what the fuck? Like, who was in control of y'all? Why was this happening to children, babies? So anyway, you know what I'm saying? It was very sad times because these people had no remorse on what happened to these people when they did what they done. They didn't care about the babies that was getting touched, bothered. They didn't care about the children that was getting harassed because they were displaced. Families all over the place. Mothers couldn't watch their children. Look, can't say the job. Like this thing right here been not letting me sign in. And I've been signing into Google. I've been signing into Microsoft Google all day. And it's been bothering my website. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get off of this one day. Hopefully soon. We'll see. Hopefully this summer, but we'll see. Yeah, so I just don't like how things happen and they don't have no if they think this generation is gonna do the same thing our parents did. We not doing crack. Crack is whack. I know y'all trying to make us do all that lean and shit. And y'all trying to make us do all that extra shit, like that whatever. Cause y'all want us to be as cracked out as our parents, you know what I'm saying? And if not our parents, our great grandparents that was drunk as hell, cause the spirits they was giving them the spirits like gin. And you see how gin, like in Chinese, like Jin, gin, it's like the devil, this and that. They're just ripping us off. They're talking about that gin that Negroes take in the South. Now, if you've been around a gin drinker in the South, you know that the devil is clearly about to come in 5.10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that they put these people on to keep them sedated of not knowing all this information that was right in your fucking face. We have no reason to have Russian people be our presidents. We have no reason to have these Russian immigrants continue to monitor our money because we're not incompetent anymore. This generation is smart. This generation don't want to take no crack and all that. So what are you going to do? What you going to do? So they was anticipating on the year of 85. They was anticipating on the people from the year of 85 to grow up and become what we are today. They knew it was going to be a new generation and what the fuck they was going to do when we ain't on crack, when we ain't when we don't understand how we ended up in this shit, and when we start to look and read, when slaves start to read, oh Jesus Christ, right? When niggas start to read, it's fundamental, right? It's kind of fundamental for you. Okay, reading rainbow. Read the rainbow, bro. Everything that they do, they try to keep you away from it. What does the rainbow represent here? The rainbow represents being gay, right? Being a whole sugar in your tank, right? But y'all gotta understand. Now, I don't fix my wig up. Now, y'all gotta understand the concept of that, right? Because we already explained to you that Sean Adams dude already explained the times 10, and that the covering, that rainbow covering, is from the blood of the people that went over there fighting, which was nothing but Negroes. They tricked us into going over there when they came. They took the uniforms off those niggas. They got a show on Netflix. They got a movie on Netflix that shows. They don't show that as Negroes. They show as Germans against Germans. That's what they always gonna act like. They're always gonna act like it's them against them because they're never going to show our face. We don't exist. In real life, Negroes only exist after slavery, after the white and the African came here and started intermixing. That's Negroes' existence. That means we did not exist before 18 or whatever, before, because let's be honest, it's going to take a while for us to become Negroes, right? Because you're mixing. So after a while, you're just Africans and Europeans here, and then we start to become Negroes down the line. So we're just supposed to be fairly new when it's just the fucking opposite. It's the opposite. We are not nowhere near new. We were the original first people here, and these people are the people that's harassing us are the fairly new people. When things start to become whited out, when people are starting to do harmful shit to whiten their skin. We know everybody over in them other countries are using skin lighteners. They're using harmful creams. We don't even know if they're light skin or not. We don't fucking even know. See what I'm saying? So anyway, they started whitewashing us out because they understand that we're pure white and they had to do something. This is a diabolical plan. This is a diabolical plan. All right? By Pinky and the Brain, which are a bunch of rats, which are from Europe, right? Bunch of diseased rat European. Eurasians, right? Because they're all African Asiatics. They're all African Asiatic people. They're all from Cain. We're all from Cain. We're all Negan. We're all Negan, bro. If you ever watched Walking Dead, when Rick James was in Georgia and then he ended up going to Virginia. When he got to Virginia, he was encountered. He was before he got to Virginia. When he was in Georgia, he had to fight the governor, right? He had to fight the government, right? And after he fought the government and hit that nigga in the eye, right? Remember the girl hit that nigga with the eye? Then they ended up going to Virginia. Now they're working their way up. They're talking about history, bro. Because I never think that they came up this way. They came from the back. They came from Florida. You see what I'm saying? But they don't want to explain that either, right? They give you history backwards. So anyway, so now they're working their way up, right? Now they're in Virginia, Maryland, fucking shit up. They fuck shit up in Georgia. Then they fuck shit up in Virginia, Maryland. Then they're gonna fuck shit up in PA. When they get to now, as of today, Walking Dead is in PA because they're Commonwealth. That white lady that with the guards, and they were in like the future again. That's PA. That's like Connecticut, PA. That's Commonwealth. So anyway, the Walking Dead is literally talking about our history over here, right? Everything is about our history. Everything is biblical. Everything is about our story. The Bible means book. The book means story. It's our story, bro. Anyway, and that's why when you see these people that win, like people that be winning contests or like like these singing contests, they be like, oh, my story, this is my, everybody has this story and it's all tragic and this and that. Everybody has this fucking story. So it's like they're doing a lot of mockery in our face all day. We're just potato couches, potato wedges, letting them beat us in the head every day, letting them continue to reign, be in control, being like, for what? We here. We're still here. All we have to do is rise like a phoenix. All we have to do is rise like that orange sun. Right? So anyway, right? So I'm all over the place. I cannot help it. One day this little brain in here will be a little bit more organized. But yeah, so I forget where I was at. I don't know where the fuck I was at. Oh yeah, Walking Dead. So yeah, so we're all Negan. We're all Negan, like they said, because literally Negan kind of sounds like nigger, right? Like Negro. So we're all Negan. And because and then when it was in Virginia as well, they had King Ezekiel. Because remember, when we come to King and Queens, that's when we get into like the West Indian kind of like I wouldn't say West Indian, but like Caribbean, Western, we get into the Eve side. Because even them feel like they're king and queens. When in reality, Negroes are simple. We're simple people and we want to be all Eve. We all want to be on one accord. We all don't want to be one. And that's why a lot of Negroes in the church, they don't bother the white people. They're like, oh no, when we go against the Caribbean, the people that be like, oh, we're Israel, this and that. We always, Negroes, real Southern church Negroes will be like, we're not going to do that because we welcome all. We welcome all, we're this and that, because we know all comes from the originator. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, we know our sons, we know our men went on having sex with those Asians, making Filipino, Thai, this, that, Latin, this and this and that. And that's why they feel comfortable taking our Indian status. Why would India be smack dead in Asia? How could India and Indian people be smack dead in Asia? Wouldn't that make them Asians? How can Indians in India be smack dead in Asia, in the continent of Asia? Wouldn't that make them Asians? It's like, how much crack was our ancestors doing? How much drinking was y'all doing to the point where we here today? Y'all got these niggas living in all them nice ass houses that y'all built, that y'all put your blood, sweat, and tears in. They all in that shit. They out here selling it. They think they all that. They over here being Barbie and fucking Ken. They out here Malibu dreaming, bro. Wake them up. Wake them up. Wake some of these people up. Unfortunately for these people, I swear to God, if y'all vote in another Russian immigrant, if y'all vote in another immigrant, period, I'm not even coming up here no more. I ain't gonna lie. I'm giving it to voting time. I'm up here begging y'all. I've been up here for mad long, telling y'all to boycott. And you understand, and that's another thing. Have y'all not seen the boycott? Oh, Target is doing this. They talking about gay rainbow. What's Target? What's Target? A red bullseye on you, right? They're targeting you. A red bullseye on your ass. Stop shopping in these places. Stop dealing with these people, bro. Target is overpriced anyway. Go to a 99-cent store. Buy what you need only. Survival shit. Keep the rest in your pocket. We're no longer supporting these people. Let them go home. They will have no business being here if they have no business here. If you keep supporting your business, then they're going to be all in your business, policing you. They just bother the shit out of us every day. Wanting our ID, wanting us to identify ourselves when they know we don't have to identify ourselves because it's mockery. It's mockery again. We don't have to identify ourselves. We're natural born people. We don't need no papers. We don't need no passing papers. We don't need no paper saying, hey, I could be here. I'm here to work. They let me come over here to work. They let me come over here on a visa to go to school. We don't need no papers. They should be showing us papers. It got to get back into a control. That's why Mother Nature is violated. She don't play with her children. She ain't playing with her children. Y'all like, oh, we feel so bad for them. Mama Bear. Mama Bear. Mama Mayhem. Papa Mayhem. God bless the child that has his own. And it got, and it's not child blues. If you a Negro, you should be able to sing all Negro songs. These people don't know Negro songs. We know Negro songs like the back of our motherfucking back. We don't need no, we know it all. Okay? All those songs is ours. Like, what song is that? What song is that? Okay. Y'all probably look like I don't know. When they're like, we're moving on up. And I was watching The Real Housewives. I haven't seen them in mad long, so I just popped in. And Candy mother, mind you, her name is Candy. Who names their daughter Candy? You see what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, it's all, they're all a part of it. She signed her contract Okay, so anyway, Candy's mother was saying Todd was acting like he done moved. She said he over here acting like he George Jefferson. You see what I'm saying? All these people know what it is. We know Jefferson is nothing but just saying like Jefferson is like saying Jackson, Johnson. It's all a abbreviation of them taking our last name. They snatched where we're from. They snatched it off and they giving us other benign names. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, That's gonna lead me to what I was trying to say because I'm about to get out of here. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm gonna be back up here for Tupac's birthday, which is June 16th. I know Tupac. Y'all feel like he may be a kill MC, and it's a very big possibility that that could be Tupac. At the same time, it's a big possibility as well that a killed MCs could be just a prototype, like a part of the baby boom, where he's like, you know how they have a bunch of them like T and Tamara, where sister, and they could be together, they could be apart, but they're all from the same baby pod, right? I believe that a kill MC could have been Orlando Bloom, not Orlando, who is that guy? Not Orlando Bloom, but the dude that was in Tupac, and they said that that could have been Tupac too. Orlando, Tupac, Akil, they all could be from the same pod. You see what I'm trying to say? Just like Ghost has a brother. That guy they all got like brothers and sisters and this and that. Like Nia Long, she has a sister. They all from the same pod. Like they always be like, oh, my father, my father. So they all like from. But anyway, whether Akil the MC is Tupac or not, I still love the imagery of what Tupac character was. So you might not like the fact that they give us characters and puppets, but sometimes you should take the message because it's a lot of disclosures. They give a lot of disclosures. Disclosures mean that they're giving you the information you need. You're just not taking heed of it. Which means like basically if you go to McDonald's and you see it says they're giving you a disclosure saying, hey, this number one is going to be 37,000 calories. So if you eat a number one every day, you can't sue McDonald's anymore saying, hey, you never told me this stuff was so fat and now I'm 1,000 pounds. No, now McDonald's is giving you disclosure saying, if you eat 30 something thousand calories a day, you're stupid because you could do the math and see you're going to gain a lot of weight if you do so. So now, understanding that they give you disclosures, they give you Tupac Shakur's, they give you Nipsey Hussle's, they give you a lot of characters. They're getting paid to play the role, but the role is still information that you should take. You should still take like I said, a lot of stuff you gotta know what to take and what to throw back. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're gonna give you Tupac, where Tupac gives you a lot of good information, but then he's the Gemini. He's gonna give you also a bunch of bad information. One minute he's saying, "Oh, I love the sisters on welfare, Tupac kid." Then the next minute he's saying, "You wonder why we call you bitch." You understand what I'm saying? Like, which one is it? You a good nigga? You the good dude for the bitches, the girls that don't know no better because you see what they going through. You see the obstacles and you understand, or do you change and you flip? You do the Gemini's flip and you say, you know what? Some of you bitches just hoes that's trying to make me, just trying to lock me up. And remind you, the girl that got her locked up, wasn't her last name Jackson or something? It was something Jackson. So you see, he's a character he's on the payroll, right? But I still love some of the messages that Tupac has brought to us. Or most of the majority of those messages should be you should have a connection to it because the AIs make his music. Most of these hit songs are being made by AIs. They know how to contribute certain words, certain to catch us because they study us and they know us very well. They know us from inside out. They know us very well. They've been study casing us forever. So anyway, the music that they give us, they know that this is the music that we take. We like, oh, this is some shit that I understand. Like, damn, I get it. So unfortunately, they gave all this stuff to Tupac, and I knew Tupac was giving the messages that I loved, and I knew that Tupac also was playing devil advocate at the same time. So anyway, I will be up here for Tupac's birthday because he was my number one inspiration in life. I've always looked up to Tupac. I always looked up to Spike Lee and my mother and my father and my parents and my family. idolize and I don't worship and I don't look at anybody as a celebrity but my moms and my family that has shown me love in real life. I don't give a F about people that appears in the plastic container of the TV. They don't surface me enough to give them any kind of respect and put them on any pedestals or act like I'm gonna wait for them outside somewhere and be like, ah, like, nah, I'm gonna wait for my mom's outside of work and get her home. Like, but anyway, I'm gonna be up here for Tupac's birthday because yes, he was number one when I first started growing up, and he was number one until I started realizing that I was being bamboozled. He has been number one with me. Like we've been rolling together thick. So gonna be up here. We're gonna be up here. We're gonna be talking about a kid. We're gonna be talking about Tupac. We're gonna be talking about his father. Tupac's father, last name is Garland. We got to understand that Garland comes from the Wizard of Oz concept. The Wizard of Oz concept is the star was Judy Garland. So we understand that the Garland family, somehow Tupac's father has that last name. So I'm not surprised about that. They're all a part of it, right? So not one person is not a part of it, bro. Not one person is not a part of it. A lot of people may not be a part of it, but if they're not a part of it, we're not going to see them. They're not going to exist in the plastic world. We're not going to see them on this plastic container, this screen. You know what I'm saying? People that exist that's not on the screen in real life, you're going to encounter them in real life. So anything you see on here is all they're all on contract. Okay. So anyway, okay, so what I want to just leave off with the thing that I was trying to put out there that no one has yet said, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to say it after me. If you haven't noticed, a lot of the royal people, when you look up their bio, right? When you look up their bio, like I really want to do this on my computer, but you see how they stop my life. You see how I can't do what I need to do, and I don't think I really want to do it on here. I don't really want to do it on here because I'm just not in the mood. But yeah, so anyway, if you haven't paid attention, if you haven't paid clear attention, right? What's Queen Elizabeth's last name? What's Queen Elizabeth's last name? Can somebody put it in the chat? What's Queen Elizabeth's last name? What was her father King George's last name? What was their last names? Remember in my last live, I was like, oh, Southerners are big on what's your last name? Because a last name could explain exactly where you're from. So that's why a lot of these people come in here and they have our names, our last name, because if they give their real name, we know exactly where they're from, right? Um, let's just case point scenario, right? Cardi B, right? Cardi B was making fun like, oh, roach this, roach that, right? She always saying some roach shit, right? And then black people are like, oh, that's not funny because you're trying to be funny saying black people. First of all, let's stop a lot of you weirdos right there. Let's stop a lot of you weird ass motherfuckers right there. Negroes don't got no roaches in their home. Not a decent nigga that know better. A decent nigga that know better ain't got no roaches in their home. It might be a roach or two from the neighbors, from the nasty immigrant neighbors, but it ain't gonna be coming from my house. And trust and believe that's a problem if we see a roach. It's gonna be a damn problem. We're gonna go to war with them. And they ain't gonna want to be in our house. So let's just stop that narrative. That narrative is retarded. A lot of black narratives come from the Caribbean blacks. It really don't even come from the Negro blacks because we are super conservative. You see what I'm saying? So it's strict and disciplined. No one is more strict, disciplined, and conservative than an American Southern Negro originally. Okay, and still to this day, a lot of Southern Negroes are like that, right? So anyway, so Cardi B saying roach this, roach that, but the funny thing about it is, 9 times out of 10, a Dominican last name would be Roach or Roche, right? 9 times out of 10, a Spanish person last name would be Roach. So her saying roach this, roach that is mockery. They brought the goddamn water bugs and roaches here. Because we all know that Eve in Bible in our story, we done wrote and said that they done brought the roaches and the bugs over here. Okay? And that can include West Indian Caribbeans too, because y'all are black Spaniards. Y'all are the original Spaniards, to be honest. To be honest, West Indians, Caribbeans, y'all are the original Spanish people. Y'all are the original Spanish people. Bloop. Y'all ain't know that? Anyway, so yeah, stop saying we don't got no damn roaches over here. Don't play with us like that. Anyway, so what's their last name? Anybody knows their last name? Anybody know Queen Elizabeth's last name? You see how that shit keep popping up on it? Oh, come on, stop. I'm like, okay. Hey, I don't know who's still here. Hey, y'all. You son and Terry Green. What's up? Thank you for popping out with me. They are from Germany most recently, but they are not Germanic. Okay, so to talk about Germans, right? Let's talk about them Germans, right? Is black Germans really originally from Germany? Black Germans originally from Germany. Nobody's originally from the wastelands. You know that, right? Only people that's originally from the wastelands are Asians. Are people when them people went over to the wastelands when Cain got kicked out, right? When Cain became a murderer, right? Murdered his own brother. When you start to murder your own brother, you gotta get exiled, right? When Cain got exiled and when he went to the back of Mexico and South America and became the son of Ham, right? He became the son of Ham. He was kicked out. Then he started a bunch of trouble back there, right? Bunch of trouble with Capricorn, wailing, doing whatever they want to do because ain't nobody going to tell them nothing, right? Period. So they back there acting like Capricorn's Capricorning, right? So he like, y'all out of control. And guess what? The Capricorn Cain that got kicked out wanted to tell God then. Because first Cain wanted to be just like God, right? He wanted to be just like his father. But his father oversaw him and he got jealous. Because in a Capricorn's world, it's nobody over me if I'm trying to please you. You see what I'm saying? If I'm trying to do everything I can to make you happy, how dare you say he just made you happier? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think Cain was ever jealous of Abel. Abel came talking mad crazy, and Cain told him to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? He shut him right on the fuck up. So it's not about the jealousy of his brother. It was about the jealousy of him wanting the love. He wanted love from his father, and his father decided to give it elsewhere, and that caused a big turmoil between son and father. Okay, and now Cain being exiled is more connected to the mother, right? Now we got the Venezuelan Eve, now we got the mothering person, right? The French, the mothering with her son. Want to beat the shit out the father, right? Because most of these people, they won't have that many men in their lives because it's more women in their culture than it is men. In our culture, it's more men. We're having more men. They're having more females. So a lot of females are going to be without husbands or men in their home. So it becomes a more woman-dominated area, which is the Eve concept, right? It's the people that love their mom and mama boys, right? But anyway, so Cain gets kicked out. He's out there kicking up dust in South America, whatever, back in Mexico, South America. He acting up. So now God got to come back and discipline his boy again, right? Now, mind you, now Cain ain't really feeling his father because he already tried to be funny with him. And all he wanted to do was be God. All he wanted to do was be the best, the GOAT, right? So now you got God trying to discipline him again, but now he ain't really trying to hit his father. Because he's trying to be, now, not only am I trying to be you, now I'm trying to beat you. Now I'm trying to be better than you. I'm trying to be better than, so now, okay, now you see the conflict, right? But God got to understand, look, you might be back talking me, right? You might be back talking me, but now I'm not going to take you out, but I'm going to curse you. I'm going to curse you. Now you're in trouble. You're going to punishment. Now you're being punished, right? So what happened when Cain got punished? He ended up when he got punished and cursed, he ended up on the other side of the motherfucking world. He done left everybody. He said, fuck you or I hate everyone. Very Capricornic shit, right? He hates everybody. Now he's out, he's plotting, he's doing 10 steps ahead of y'all, he's chess gaming, he's gonna come back with a bang. He's gonna come back with a bang, bro. He's gonna come back toting. So all I'm trying to explain to y'all, when he left, when the son of Ham Well, after he got kicked out of XL and got cursed, when he got cursed, what happened? They took all his melanin, took all his color. Now he is white. Now he is white and he's in Asia, right? Now he's white, he's in Asia. He has fell from grace. He's the devil. Because he's now defying his father. Now he ain't fucking with his father because he was trying to fuck with his father. His father thought he was playing, and you can't play with me. So now, don't worry about it, kid. I'm about to be God myself. That's when you get these West Indians and stuff saying, "Hey, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God." It's the same Canaan. It's a Canaanite. Because now son of Ham is Canaanites. Canaanites are from Asia. Those are Canaanites. Those are Canines. The number 9. Those are Canines, not 6. Those are Canines, okay? Vampire teeth, or dog teeth, which is a lot of Mexicans have that. A lot of people that you see on TV have that. They're coming from the line, okay, we are all Negan. We are all Cain. We are all Raising Cain. And Raising Cain is chicken, fried chicken, Chicken George. Chicken George coming from Kizzy. Kizzy it means stay put. She was good. She's from there. Do y'all not understand all of that? Like, it's all of that flying over your head. Everything is symbolic. Everything is being told in like a bigger story. Everything is being told in like Spanish. Like, do you know Spanish? Say if I say, and we're not talking Spanish, right? Spanish and French is like being very lazy. And I say that because y'all will say 1 or 2 words, and 1 or 2 words, those 1 or 2 words in English is like 10 words. So y'all being very lazy with your speech. Y'all don't want to say a lot of words. So let's just say, like, they'll say voice voy su la tienda, right? Voy la tienda, which means I am going to the store. So voy la tienda, I am going to the store. That is like double. We're doing double the talk than y'all. So y'all are lazy with y'all words because y'all smushing a lot of words into one word. Just like saying ba, bailar. Bailar means to dance. Like bailar, something like just examples. Like you could say a Spanish word, you could say a Spanish sentence, but I'm telling you, it's not. You're gonna have way more words when you translate it in English. So yeah, we're all Negan. We're all Cain. We're all descendants of God's son. You see what I'm saying? And God has a good apple. He had a good apple and a bad apple. You know what I'm saying? And the good apple and the bad apple is the same person. It's all one and the same person. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could be a good person, and then one thing could go wrong, and then you could become a bad person. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like with Lucifer. You really think it's somebody named Lucifer running around being the devil? You think it's a person, actual person named Lucifer that lived and he has a grave and he was around and they was like, yo, Lucifer was so wild. The devil was so wild that we gave him this big reality, this, like, never dying, everlasting name. They give him this big name of Dorado for the devil and God. Like, you think God is like this one person? No, it's an evolution cycle. You see what I'm saying? You become child, adolescent, and then you become adult. It's just like you become this, and that. It's like a stage. So when you become an adult wisdom, you become back. It's like I gotta get the chart. I gotta get the chart so you can understand. It's like a chart that they made where you become God. Eventually, you become God body. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, eventually, you do become God. Like, you should become God when you are in your wisdom years, because you're about to meet your maker. You're about to become God. You see what I'm trying to say? So anyway, I know it's very hard to understand a lot of that shit, but you gotta understand that that's the real story. The real story is based off of the son, mother, and father, right? And you gotta understand that the mother and the father got 2 different families. They don't come from the same family. So Adam and Eve are 2 different families. These families do not get along. These Indians and these West Indians do not get along. Okay? And then when you make Adam and Eve, you get Jesus Christ. You get a Cain. You see what I'm trying to say? Because Abel never really existed. Y'all even know that? Do y'all know that Abel really didn't even exist? Do y'all get that? Do y'all know it's all being told in like Abel, like just basically saying like just like Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye. You know, when he was saying, brother, brother, there's too many of us dying. Like, you know, you killing each other. It's just a concept that you over here, you killing your own brother. You see what I'm saying? Over trying to be, over trying to be number one. So a lot of people are over here killing us to be number one. You over here trying to murder us just for the number one spot. That can never ever happen for you because it's inherited. It's inherited from the father. And your mother is from there. Your father, the father is from here, the mother is from there. You can never be number one. So when you got Charles, remember when I was trying to tell y'all all the names? When it starts from Henry from like Tennessee, when they give you that guy that make that liquor, that's just based off of the same family. Um, and necessarily, do they have to be kings and queens? Probably not. They probably just very successful people. Business. You know what I'm saying? They might not be really kings and queens. You see what I'm saying? It might not really be that. It might just be, look, we live lavish, we live big, we live broad, right? But anyway, I really don't. So anyway, my whole point of go. Oh, somebody said it because I'm trying to reel myself back. I was at the last names. Bingo, right? Somebody said it. This guy TM. He said it's Windsor. Now, did you do your research? Did you do your research? Because that ain't their last name. That ain't their last name. Mm-mm. That's their last name. That's the last name they claiming. That's the last name they claiming. But is that their real last name? No. Now, mind you, when you go to Queen Elizabeth and them, when you go to their bios, no last name. That shit fucked my head up. I said nobody noticed that. No, now mind you, I know that people are now mind you, I know that people are saying, that they took the heads off and they took the last name. So they don't have no last name. They don't have no last name. They use the last name Windsor, and it tells you right here that they just took the name. They said that they took the name because when they came here, they changed. You can't do that. That's fucking illegal. Now let me find the actual verbiage. I want to find the actual verbiage for this. Okay? Niggas took the name Windsor. That's not even a fucking name, son. I couldn't believe it. I said, wow, these people are thieves. These people are criminals, bro. Crime pays, man. Crime pays. Look at the Rush. These are all Russian Germanics. Germanic Russians. These are all Germanic Russians. They all work together. That's why they made That's why they remade Little Mermaid with her, because they gotta understand that because of this girl, the West Indian one, the one with the red hair wouldn't even be here. She wouldn't even be here without Mother West India. They wouldn't even exist. Nero and them from Brazil, like Nero de Janeiro. They would not even be, the redheads wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for these West Indians creating them. Okay. So anyway, let me find the information that I read. I got so much information here. It's sad that I even did all of this because I knew I was going to go over all this with y'all. I wanted to talk about this person too. Y'all all should know this is fake as fuck, right? Shorty name is Jackie O. Shorty name is Jackie O. Y'all know I did a video on them, right? Y'all saw that video when I was talking about him trying to be Chris Tucker's son, and he wanted to remake that Chris Tucker shit. And didn't I do a video on his girl? I did. She was mentioned in the video. Who did I say she was? Remember I told y'all Shorty could be being played by Kimbella, um Cameron and Baby Moms. Um, what's his name? Not Cameron friend. What's his name? And I met him. I met him in real life, and I can't remember his name. My friend picked him up over her shoulders, bro. It was so funny. What's his name? The little, and I call him little because I met him in real life, and he's a midget. What's his name? The one that Jim Jones and all. I don't remember his name for some reason, and it's funny because I was like, oh, I want to talk to him. If he would have came to the crib, he didn't even come back with us because my friend picked him up over her shoulder, and he was so mad. She was like, oh my god, look how little you are. She's like, I could pick you up by my shoulder. She was, and my friend, if you know her, she was like Haitian, and she was like, she's like that where she thinks she could pick people up because she's strong backed. I don't know why she be doing that, but he didn't know her like that. So he didn't know that that's what she do to niggas. Like she be picking niggas up off her back and stuff. So anyway, when he came into the room, what is his name? Like Jewels. When Jewels came into the room, my friend was like, "Oh my God, you so little." She's like, "I can't believe you so little like that. I could pick you up off my back." And he was like, "Wait!" Before he could even say what, she already was lifting him up. And when she lifted him up, his feet went in the air, and she had him up on her shoulders. When I say Cameron, all of them was cracking up. Everybody in there was laughing. K-Slay, Cameron, me, everybody was cracking up. And when she finally put the nigga back down, he was sick. He left. He got out of there. And then when it was time for us to leave the studio to go to Cameron crib, she was like, I was like, because I thought Jewels was cute, and I'm not that tall. He was like my height. He was like a little bit shorter than me. He's like 5'3" or something like that, like 5'2". So I was like, is Jewels coming? Because I wanted Jewels to come. And because Jewels didn't come, I was pissed, and that's why me and K Slade had a because I was like, bro, I don't care. But anyway, when she put him back down, he got out the room. And when he came, because I was like, oh, is Jewels gonna come when we was leaving? So Cameron called Jewels back in the room. Was like, yo, come in. He's like, you coming, whatever. And he was like, nah, y'all got that. And mind you, when he came back in, he brought a female in there with him. It's the girl looked like Carrie Hilton or something. Like she looked just like Carrie Hilton to the point where I thought it might have been Carrie Hilton, but I don't know who that was because I really wasn't like in people's face like that. You know what I'm saying? But when he came back in with a female and was like, no, I'm not coming with you. Like, and he was like, yo, I'm staying with Shorty. She gonna stay with me in the studio or whatever. And he didn't come. He was the only person that didn't come. Him and her, the girl that he was with him. But anyway, talking about Jewels. Remember, I told y'all that Jewels girl Kimbella could be playing a role of Homeboy's baby moms, Jackie O. Remember I told y'all that a while back? They got the same voice. They act exactly the same. I might do an individual video on her, but I don't really do twins videos no more. But I might do an individual video on her just because I already said this a while back. I already told you that she was a fake character and she might be being played by the role of Kimbella. So anyway, just to confirm that this is a fake story, so mind you, Shorty name is Jackie O, right? Homeboy, her baby father name is DC Fly Young, right? Mind you, the dude put the DC on his forehead, bro. Because what did I tell y'all about DC? Like Meek Mills or all of them? It stands for District Columbia. They're all a part of that, the original colonization of, if it is George, I don't know. Or if George has been infiltrated. You see what I'm saying? I still to this day don't know if George is actually a part of the Spanish Negroes that come from the back of Brazil and the West Indies, or if his identity just been stolen from the original George from actually the South. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works, right? So anyway, so homeboy DC, right, got the shit on his forehead, so you know he's loyal to the T to these people. Okay, and then mind you, I feel like DC stands for a couple things. Remember, I told you it also stands for DICK chasers, DICK chugglers, DICK like chuggling, D chasing. They're all dick riders, bro. So anyway, so he got the DC too, right? Now, and mind you, Dane Calloway is from the DC area, so we gotta be careful. Anyway, so homeboy DC Fly, right? Just guess what his real name is. Just guess what his first real name is. Just guess. I'm gonna guess for you. I'm gonna just give it to y'all. John. DC DC Fly Young real name is John. So it's another John. It's another John, y'all. It's another John and another George. It's another John and another George. His first name is John, bro. So I said this got to be a joke, right? Because John F. Kennedy, right? John, right? Not and John F. Kennedy is not John John. John F. Kennedy's son is John John. Mind you, I was trying to tell y'all about that in my live, right? So y'all think this is a coincidence that the same John F. Kennedy, Jackie O, I was talking about that, right? Then they killed Shorty, and Shorty name is Jackie O. I'm a fucking prophet. I don't care. Y'all don't gotta believe me, bro. They don't even want me up here, bro. You know how hard it is for me to get up here? You know how hard it. They made my job. They put my job on expert. I'm doing so much. My job. I got. I don't even want to talk about my job, but they put me. I'm in a better position. Congratulations to me. I'm in a better position, which means more work. They put more work on me. I'm doing mad stuff. My life. They're trying to make me not be here, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And then they got people taking my information because they want the right puppets to narrate. They want the right puppets to narrate this story. And none of them I don't think is 100% connected like me. To the point where all their whole families have these names. Every single body in my family has a royal name. Down to my brother. Every single last one of us have royal names. Not one of us don't. Not one of us don't on both sides of my family. Can these people say the same? Can their siblings, can their grandparents, can they say, hey, we got royal names, bro? That's weird. Why is all of our names 100% royal? How did that happen for slaves? Descendants of slaves. And then that's why we're descendants of slaves, right? Because we're taking their names, right? But those are not German names. They're coming from Germany. They're coming from Russia. Those are not Russian names. So who names is that? Who is? And then the fact that y'all said Queen Elizabeth's last name is Windsor shows that people are not really understanding how much of a criminal these people are because their last name ain't Windsor. It ain't Windsor, sweetheart. They took the last name Windsor. They said that they changed the name to Windsor when they got over here. You can't do that. If I go to Asia, I'm not gonna change my last name because I'm in Asia and it ain't given over here. Like, oh, my last name ain't given in Asia. So I'm gonna just change it to something else. I'm gonna name it Jackie. I'm gonna name my name Jackie Joe. Like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can't change your last name because you came to America. So their last name ain't even Windsor. So who are these people? Who are they? These people got the crown jewels on their head, bro. These people got naked people jumping out their windows and they had to border up that whole Buckingham house. They had to border up that whole crib. Cause they animals and y'all got animals in there, bro. Y'all got animals in the palace, bro. That's crazy. Crazy. Y'all got pigs in there with lipstick on from Alaska. Like, I can't make it up. Sarah Palin. Bars. Like, I can't make it up. They are mocking in our face. And y'all gonna vote for Trump? Y'all gonna vote for Trump? Y'all gonna vote? Look, it's like a joke now on who could be president. Everybody say they about to be. I'm about to be president. Y'all ain't know? Oh, I'm about to pop out. I'm looking for somebody to help me run. Everybody's running for president because we losers. We're a joke. We're a fucking joke, bro. Everybody running for president except for Negro. Everybody's running for president except for where's Negroes at? Pop up. Go any regular Negro pop out and try to become the president and we're gonna all vote for you. Any Negro pop out, we're gonna all vote for you. Not no fake Eric Adams. And Eric Adams. Wasn't I talking about Eric Adams saying F Eric Adams? And then they had a whole parade in New York. They had a whole parade in New York. Not parade, but you know what I'm saying, like a march. They had a whole march in New York. 2 days after me saying F Eric Adams, they had a march in New York saying F Eric Adams. They had like a marching band. They was all running through the street saying F Eric Adams. They marched from all the way from one part to Manhattan to the next part of Manhattan. Is this coincidences? The same white people are saying they're boycotting Target. They're boycott. I told y'all to boycott. Y'all letting these people take all my information. Y'all letting these people take all my ideas. And y'all, I hope y'all are using some of it. I hope y'all are not using your money with these people no more. I hope y'all are buying wholesale, cutting the middleman out. I hope y'all are trying to spend as least money as possible. I hope y'all are being Ocho Cinco's out there. I hope y'all being Capricorns. I hope y'all are not continuing to see that people are playing with you and you're still giving them your business. You're still giving them your money. You're still giving them, I'm not going out to no restaurant. I be wanting to go to restaurants so bad. But guess what? I realized that my own food kind of tastes better. I just don't be wanting to do the work. You got to stop being lazy. Do things yourself. And you're going to see that a lot of these people are going to start disappearing. Because they're only here to service you. You're the royalty. They're here to service you. They got you in service because you are giving them the money and you gave them your right, your name. You gave them your soul, your everything through contract, through presidential elections, through this, through that. You're signing your fucking name on it, bro. Saying, I approve. I'm giving you ATC over me. I'm giving you authorization to, I'm giving you the authorization to control. I'm giving you third party over me, bro. They living in third world. George the Third. What happened to George the Second? Why is there no movie about George the Second? How we skip to George the Third? Because there's no George the Second. George the Third is third party George the First. He's ATC, authorization to control his story. He's controlling his story. I don't have enough time to be up here, but I have so much stuff to go over. If you look at Jacob, the guy that was on the Titanic that died, look at his story. His daughter name was Caroline. Carolina. The Carolinas. The guy that died on the Titanic, that was his daughter, the Carolina. And when you look into all their information, they was a big wealthy group. They come from old money, and they was inviting people with new money in, and that's when the takeover happened. The people with the new money killed and took over the identity of the people with the old money. And those people, that JJ person that died on the Titanic, and the daughter, the Carolina, his wife Martha, Mary, Marilyn, and the virgin of the birth of their son, of James, of Jesus. Like, we gotta understand that this is all American Negro shit. Got nothing to do with nobody else. And y'all all jumping us and benefit off of y'all all over here. Y'all all smashed up. Y'all celebrate. Y'all got Puerto Rican Day Parade partying because y'all here. Y'all got St. Patrick's parade, and y'all still in that name because St. Patrick's is from South Carolina. We all know we're the Scots. We're the real leprechauns with the gold. But I don't got enough time right now to explain all that. But I will be back with the Tupac. I might not do no history with Tupac. It's going to be Tupac. All this stuff is all interglued with the same stories. So unfortunately, Tupac is going to be the Wizard of Oz story regardless. I'm going to go into that. But I might not go into like the kings and queens and Henry and Edmund and the other side of the family. Because remember, Henry Jacob had a brother, Esau. And Esau really is William Charles. Charles, you hear about Charles or you hear about William, that is the other side of the family that didn't get along, that took over. That the uncle that violated the Lion King, that's Charles and William and them. Like from New Jersey. We from New York, they from New Jersey. Like something like that. And I'm going to try to explain that as best as I can. And that's where the Windsor stuff comes from. It's come from the Nova Scotia area. Nova Scotia. That's where they're getting the Windsor name from. And I got information in my phone that is going to confirm that as well. That the Windsor name comes from Nova Scotia. And I already told you, that's us again. That's us helping y'all in the Underground Railroad. Y'all don't understand that? Now look at this. Look, they gave you mockery. They gave you a bunch of mockery. They gave you a bunch of mockery to show you this. Look check it out. Check it out. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tom's Cabin, right? Now check this out, right? They've been trying to show y'all this for. They've been trying to show us a lot. I can't find nothing in here. Oh my god, it's so many pictures that it defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose when I can't find shit. Oh my god. One second, y'all. Oh, my wig is pulling up. Well, uno momento. Uno momento. Yeah, so, I'm trying to find it. Now I was trying to show y'all this, and I got it all together where I could show y'all what I was talking about before. When I was trying to show y'all before, and I can't find shit. Can't find nothing. This is annoying. The fuck? Yeah, but you see how they were saying F Eric Adams? They was like, fuck Eric Adams, F Eric Adams. And whatever, because of the immigration, how he's trying to put people in homes, get them good paying jobs. This and that, and trust and believe. This isn't just like, oh, we're just letting some immigrants in. These are people that's coming under contract. They're gonna be your new police officers. They're gonna be the people that help keep us in control. They're bringing immigrants in to help keep us in control. You see what I'm saying? Because they can't have our own kind do it. So they gotta bring people in asylum them and give them all this, like, here, you get this, you get that, you get that, because you're doing us a favor. We need you to vote. I'm pretty sure the Democrats is going to have them all vote Democrat. They already got the vote in. You know what I'm saying? They're getting prepared for the voting. They're going to see if you're stupid enough to give them another 50 years. They're going to see if you're stupid enough to give them another 50 years. Okay? So they're getting ready for this election because they need another 50 years. They say, oh, they've been doing it for 150 years. Because every time we're getting released, we never redeem ourselves. And like in 1999, we were supposed to be released in. Prince died for us, bro. Prince died for us, bro. 1999, we were supposed to be released. That was another 50 fucking years. They're going to give them another 50 years? This is a choice. Like Kanye said, it's a choice. Y'all are choosing the wrong shit. I told y'all to fucking boycott. Are y'all boycotting? No. But look at the gays boycotting. That's mockery. There's no gays. No such thing as gay. Marvin Gaye. They're talking about the covering. They're talking about us. We are the rainbow. We are the pot of gold. We are St. Patrick. Ghost. We are like, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell y'all, bro. Y'all slow. Not my 500. My 500 on point. That's why they here. But everybody else that disappeared and don't be here no more, they either immigrants and mad, soaky ass mad immigrants, or they people that stealing my fucking shit and taking it elsewhere. So the narratives could be told differently. And they could throw in a little bit of spike punches, throw in a little bit of bullshit here and there. Because they're stealing my good shit. They know this is some good shit. And they're stealing it and they're stinking it up. But oh yeah, look, this is what I was trying to tell you about with George. If you read into these books, you'll see that our men went over to the Russian area, the Turkey Neck area, the Arab Asian area, and they was over there smashing bitches. And they called them boy Georges, like lover boys. Like you know what I'm saying? So you see what I mean? So when a lot of these people come back over here, they feel like they are owed it. They are owed it to be in America because we got our men over here smashing and giving them. And then mind you, some of these people, they took our DNA. It's called AI. They're telling you about the AI now. They're giving you all this artificial intelligence, artificial insemination. They were taking our sperm, our men's sperm and DNA, trying to help their breeding. So when it came to the slavery era, they were not letting us intermix with each other. They were not letting us inbreed. They wanted to make sure that we were messing with like French black descent. They wanted to make sure that we were messing with Spanish descent. As of today, they want us to continue to intermix with them. They want us to continue to give our pure breed out to the people that are abnormal. These people are abnormalities. They are sickly. They have a lot of issues. They need us to correct it, and they like to study us because they want to know why we so perfect in specimen DNA value. You see what I'm trying to say? So Yeah, that's what I was trying to show you about the harem of these prostitutes, and then they tried to throw it on us during the 70s, and this and they tried to throw it on us like, oh, iceberg slim, y'all bitches prostitute, da da. When in reality, our men were pimping, but they were pimping them over there, and then they brought it over here. You see what I'm trying to say? That's where the concept of the white girl being, with that show where the guy was playing that girl, what, with Taraji P. Henderson and that guy that played on Empire. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, you like, whoop that trick, whatever. Because, they take the black man out the job. And then all he got to do is use his tool. He's using his tools. And they know this. They know all this. All this stuff is strategically being done. And these people they are very much working smarter because they cannot work harder. So they are very much working smarter, and that's a con artist. It's a salesman. It's a Sally salesman mentality that comes with that. And unfortunately, when you're trying to sell somebody something, you don't care if it's good for them or not. You just trying in salesman spirit. You don't give a fuck if you selling this stuff to them and they don't even need it. You don't care if you're selling them something that you know is gonna break next. So that's the kind of situation that we're in. We're dealing with people that have this, oh, this is great for you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And nine times out of ten it's gonna break. It probably ain't good for you, or you might love it, but they're gonna still try to sell that shit to you. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a salesman mentality. You understand? Like, a salesman mentality is serious. And then in the world of sales, it's whoever's making the most. So anyway, let me try to find what I was looking for. And I feel like everything I say up here, it's like prophecy. Every little thing I say is gonna be displayed throughout the universe. They got people marching because I did my live. They got some dude talking about, here, you won $200 and you're immaculate. Like, what? You got people say, like, it's just so many things. And I'm like, bro, that was just off my last live. And it all happened 2 weeks after. It's all happening between my live and from today. Like, you understand? All of it's happening in the future. The boycott. I say boycott. Now they boycotting Target. The red dot. Should we? And who's the red? Who's the red dot? Mockery. Who's the red dot? The Indians, right? The Indians from Asia, right? So are we boycotting them? Is that subliminal? Because they're trying to help you. They're trying to help y'all subliminally. They helped you with COVID and say, hey, stop buying shit unless you need it. Because you're just feeding the devil. And the devil got to go in a hole. And they don't want to go in a hole. And we're trying to tell them, by law, you have to. And on top of that, they're trying to tell you, hey, boycott Target. Boycott these industries. Boycott. You think they care about gay? No, that's the covering of us. That's us. We're the gay people. We are the minority. We are the woman power. They put us all, Black History, gay, woman. They put us all in 1 month because they have taken over our identity of yelling for rights. So it's mockery. It's mockery. They are us. They are us yelling for rights. That should be us. But because they're crying so loud, we don't get a chance. We don't get a chance to say, oh, I'm a Negro. We don't get no. I think y'all think we're invisible and this and that, and we're getting shitty end of every stick everywhere we go. Instead of us being able to cry out, they got all these women under here, hairy under here arm bitches being over the Negro problem. They got gay people. Oh, nah, call me Miss. My name is Erica. And it's over the Negro problem. Everything is over the Negro problem. So you see how that works. And then it's like, oh, boycott it. Because it's theater. It's theater. Cinema. It's reality. It's street TV, if that makes any sense. Like, they're doing street drama. Like, you know how people be coming, like, they call them mobs or something, when they come out of nowhere, they start dancing. And they be like, like, acting like they weren't together. And then, like, 20 people come out of nowhere to do the dance. They just do this professional dance that they study for, like, they call them mobs. Like, that's literally what's happening. Says we're being mobbed. And unless you're married to the mob, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. A lot of these people are married to the mafia. A lot like Junior Mafia, this and that. A lot of these people are winning through the contracts, through the immigrant. They taking money from the devil. So anyway, I just wanted to just put that out there. That if you hear about the last name of the kings and queens, know you heard it here first. That they don't. When you look at their bios, they don't have no last name. They don't put no last name up there. If their last name was Windsor, why don't they put Windsor up there? They don't put no last name. They leave it. They leave it as is, and then the next kicker, the next mind blower, the next brain tease. Watch this, right? Elizabeth. I said, what the fuck is Elizabeth's last name? Because I was thinking about it, and I was like, bro, I don't even know the lady's last name, right? So anyway, watch, watch this. Look, when you look up all their names, right? Every single royal person, king, and I don't care about. I only care about the. I follow the money, and I follow the castles. I follow the who got it. I don't care about no other king and queen. Only king and queen I worry about is the ones that had it, the ones that get taken care of. They don't gotta work, they don't gotta do shit, and that's Elizabeth and her crew. Elizabeth and her crew is taken care of for the rest of their lives. So I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out, is this really their inheritance? That's all I want to know. If that's really their inheritance, then it's so be it. But I think that they're stealing somebody else's inheritance, and somebody else is supposed to be living that way. Hence me, Candace Jackson. Maybe some people like me and my motherfucking family supposed to be living like that and not worrying about working or doing. That's what I'm trying to say. And everybody's supposed to be like, oh, we're trying to be so graceful like you guys. That's supposed to be us. They got nasty pigs playing a role. But anyway, let me show y'all. Like when you look up her bio, when you look up her bio, I'm trying to see what her name is. You see, they play a lot of games here. Like I just had it yesterday, and I don't want to look for it in my phone. I don't want to look for it in my phone. Like now, like why it's not coming up? You see how weird they are because they saw what I looked up yesterday, and they don't want to show it again. Like Queen Elizabeth, I just put Queen Elizabeth bio. They're not putting the bio up. They putting mad other shit up, and I just like literally want to see her name. Like that's all I want to see. Okay, here we go. So this is Queen Elizabeth bio. Let me put it in reverse so y'all can see it clear. Okay. Um, Let me put it in reverse because you know they like the reverse. Everything is in reverse. So let me put it in reverse so y'all can see it. So as you can see her name, bro. You ain't getting over here. Okay. So as you can see, I tried to look up her name. I'm like, yo, what's her fucking name, bro? Her name is Elizabeth Alexander. Look, right here. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. Mind you, this is all Virginia. Like Virginia, Alexandria, then Mary and this and that. So they're literally talking about Virginia, right? In her name. And then in Virginia, I think they have a place called Beth something, like Bethlehem, or which is like symbolic to Elizabeth. Right. So anyway, her name is just literally showing the names of the states in the South, right? In the DMV area, right? So anyway, mind you, you see her name, right? So it's Elizabeth II. No, it's Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. Where's her fucking last name? It goes right into her birth date. And it goes from where she's from. Then it says she's from the Commonwealth Realms, right? So if her last name is Windsor, right? If her last name is Windsor, why didn't they put it up there? Why are they leaving the last names off of her fucking bio? So mind you, I said, damn, did they do that for her father? Because I'm only following the royal people that matters. I'm not following no other. I'm following the royal family that been eaten very well for a very long time. So I follow George. I follow her father George. I'm like, is George last? What about George? What about her father? No last name. No last name, bro. So I'm like, how is that even possible, bro? Now, mind you, her successor was Charles, and we all know that Charles is the brother of Henry Jacob, which makes him Esau, right? Which will make Charles William Esau, right? I gotta remember that Will Smith, right? Remember Will Smith left Pennsylvania and went to California to live with his uncle Phil, that was a lawyer. His uncle was Philip. And remember when Uncle Philip, mother and them came, they was calling him Zeke and stuff because he was a country. He was very, very country. And so with Vivian and her family, they all Negroes. So you see what I'm trying to say with the Will and the Smith, the boy family, the lawyer, the teacher, the this and that thing. Just like with the Cosbys, this is mockery, right in our face. They're just disrespecting us all day in our face, right? I don't even know how you will even want to continue to go out to any of these carnivals, these clubs, anything. Even if your friend is associated and they're hosting, your friend is taking devil money, and you should not help support your friend taking the money from the devil. Tell your friend to find another job than hosting and doing all this devil. And most of those people that do it are part of the immigrant world anyway, and that's why they get those gigs. But we cannot no longer support any of that shit. None of it, because it's disrespectful to you, your family, and your future. Okay, they want to continue to make you a worker, a loser, and that's not even right. In your own shit, making you. It's like make you do mad shit in your own home, bro. It's like somebody coming in your own home and saying, "Oh, let me do all this shit," and you clean it up, bro. In my home, I don't think so. But that's what's happening in your hometown. They're like basketball. You're letting them come to your home and beat you. It's embarrassing, bro. But anyway, yeah, no last name, bro. Yeah, you see, this guy TMZ, no last name. You said her last name was Windsor, but they don't put it up there. And only why they don't put her name up there, because I looked it up. I said, well, where did they get the last name Windsor from, right? And then I looked it up, and they said that they just took it. They said that when they came over here, they changed their name. This is the same story with John Smith. Changed his name to Smith because we couldn't pronounce how they pronounce their names. Bullshit. Bullshit. Somebody gave you the right. Somebody, either you killed niggas and stole it, or the other side of our family that we don't get along with murdered our side because we're the more important side. When you look at Bridgerton tell you that the British is not more important than the English. The British Queen, the British Queen Charlotte, the third party. This is the imaginary world of the kingship where the takeover happened, right? The Charlotte, they tell you she had to bow down to George. She had to bow down to George. Okay, like he was the important person. They mind you, the brother, the girl, the brother, the German, whatever girl brother was trying to sell her off. Like I tell you, they trying to sell them off like cows and like, here, take my sister. Take her for a cow and a chicken, nigga. I'm hungry. Take this bitch. Like, but anyway, basically sold her off for the benefit of the family to stay in having some type of money, to have some type of like, so they had to sell the daughter off into the family. The wealth is with the English. The wealth is with the Nova Scotia, and the wealth is with the Windsor name. That's us. We brought you over here. Look. They tell you they, but I keep going back and forth, but it's all good. It's all connected. It's all connected. Okay. Look, they show you plain day sight, bro. Look, they showing you right here. Remember, I was showing y'all. I was like, bro, that show, Love Cross Country Crock. Remember, she was draining the blood from Homeboy. And remember, Homeboy uncle was the father. He was really with the uncle. You see what I'm trying to say? And then here go the giant. You see what I'm trying to say? Boom, takes his blood, whatever, because they need it. They anemics, bro. Vampires, canines. They need the blood. They need the plasma. So, and that's what the COVID. They was trying to collect mad plasma from all of us. They were trying to get as much plasma from us, much blood from us. So anyway, because it's a shortage, right? And they need it. So they was trying to explain to us that the same thing from Uncle Tom's Cabin. Remember, they were showing you the Uncle Tom's Cabin girls, right? They were showing y'all that same story interacts. It interacts. Remember they was chasing the little girl? Remember these characters was chasing the little girl? That's the same characters from the Uncle Tom's Cabin, and the same thing. You see what I'm trying to say? So they're trying to explain something to you. They're trying to explain something to you, man. Uncle's Tom Cabin is illegal. It's illegal to have. They don't want you watching that movie. They don't want you, because it's cool. It's about Uncle Sam. It's about the 4th of July, independence, this and that. It did not benefit us. It did not benefit us. It had nothing to do with us. We already was doing fucking good. We was doing great. So what would we need any contracts helping us do this? And none of it makes any sense because it was never for us. But they in history, the fake history, they're saying it was for us. In real history, it was for them. It was for that white girl that was draining. They was getting taken. Uncle Tom Cabin is the same JJ. It's the same JJ dude. He ended up getting buried in Scotland. He's this guy from Uncle Tom Cabin that saved Harriet Beecher, Harriet Tubman. The Harriet Tubman story is the same time frame of the Uncle Tom Cabin story. So it can't be two of the same people. And so you gotta understand that all these stories are kind of all intertwined into one fucking like if y'all can't see it, it's going to be very hard for me to help y'all. But if y'all start comparing all the stories, all the time frames, you're going to see you're in a hamster wheel. You're in the spinning ball. You're in the world. You're in the world. You're in a spinning ball. You're in the circus. You're not living in reality. You're getting scammed and taken for. You understand what I'm saying? They're telling you to come see the bearded woman. It's probably a dude with titties. Like a weird, creepy guy. You see what I'm trying to say? Like they're scamming the shit out of people. They're gypsies. They're dripping you. They're dripping you. So anyway, yeah, you can let them be your bosses, and y'all can keep paying, spending all your check back to them while they tax you. They tax your check. They tax when you spend the money out of your check. They tax you at the end of the year. They tax you like shit. And then they're taking all the money, and Eric Adams is giving it to the asylum people. Like we ain't been working mad hard all this time just to help everybody in the world. That's what y'all think we here for. Y'all really think we here to help y'all? We not that Southern hospitality. It ain't that serious. We are not that Southern hospitality, especially when y'all doing it in a way where y'all trying to violate us. Like you would think they'll be more happy and nice to us, but they're trying to do it in a wicked way where it's like, oh, this isn't yours and it's ours, and like the way how they moving is so delusional. They're so delulu that these white people still talking crazy. They still talking like as if they from here and this and that, and they're not all Russians. Like, yeah, if y'all don't take y'all De Niro asses either to Brazil or across the pond to Russia, Asia, if y'all don't leave us alone. Michael Jackson, leave me alone. That nigga had him and Bubbles, him and the monkey, like, leave me alone. And he should have never played with that monkey. I'm telling you, somebody messed with a monkey. They said that Adam and Eve couldn't even conceive together. Like, because you know Adam and Eve is like a concept of people. They said that the Adam people and the Eve people couldn't even make children together. They had to give steroid cortisone shots for those babies not to abort themselves in them bodies. I know a lot of you hood bitches know about them cortisone shots. So your baby won't die out your pussy. Yeah, so, and you got to think about it. That's that Australia shit. That's that Oshishina shit. That's that AI of artificial insemination shit. Where y'all putting steroids. Y'all got rats over there. Y'all got big giant steroid rats, kangaroos out there fighting. Because y'all using our DNA, bro. We fighters. We're natural boxers. Why is your rat boxing people, bro? Why y'all got rats over there boxing people out? And y'all know when a kangaroo has a baby, the kangaroo baby name is Joey. Joey, like baby name for Joseph, like Joseph and Mary. Like y'all kidding me? Y'all really don't think people playing with DNA? We all know Caucasians come from Oshishina. We all know Caucasians come from Australia, Oshishina. That's where y'all created. Melanesians, Micronesians, Asians, Chinese. Y'all all come from Oshishina, Australia. It's a lot of steroid shit going on over there. Steroids get taken to help you perform. Your performance is low. That's what the steroid intake is for. Yeah, Charlotte was black, and that's what they're showing now. And it's funny how they say that from Charlotte, her children were all white looking. As the movie they show you the children were all white. Like none of her kids came out black. None of her kids came out brown skin. None of them. And not only did none of her kids come out melanated, which is rare. That's a rare. situation for you, a black person to have a bunch of kids, 15 some odd kids, and none of them come out black looking. That's damn near impossible. But this is what they're giving you, right? This is what they're telling you, right? And not on top of that, only while all her kids is white, because as you could see in the movie, in the Netflix show series, the artist was drawing them white. He was drawing. They didn't even have to beat it. He said a lot of those people were leaving, and he was like, draw the picture anyway. And that lady was telling him to draw them white. So that's where the white paint, all these white paintings are coming from. And that's why all their hair look like nigger hair. All the white people in them paintings here look like nigga here because they're drawing black people with white complexion. They're whitewashing. They're Washington. They're Washingtoning us out. Right? That's why they keep the name Washington. It's for a reason. Because they're washing the tan people out. They're washing all the tan out of you. Because we're not black. We're tan people. We're copper colored tan people. We're not even that dark. We're brown and brown and light brown and tan and light tan and colors of that nature. That like the Tianos. Like we're tan color. Like tan. Anyway, like getting a tan. All these people want tans. Yeah, so they were washing us out. I didn't expect to be up here this long. I'm tired. I'm trying to not be up here for so long so I could come up here more because I realize the longer I stay up here, I tire myself out. And it kind of scares me to come back up here because it's like, I don't have 2 hours. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to come up here because I don't have enough time. But if I could shorten the time, then I could come up here more because I could be like, okay, I got an hour. I got a half an hour. But when I'm up here for 2-3 hours, boy, it'd be hard to come back up because it's like, I don't have 2-3 hours. I got to do so many other things. But as you can see with Charlotte, right? None of her kids come out black, right? Mind you, on top of that, they said none of her kids had children. You know that this is the third party, right? They're just trying to tell you that what happened to the first people, like George and Mary, Martha, and all them, they're just basically taking a third party story and saying what happened to y'all didn't continue on. Your wealth, your heritage didn't continue on with this third party. Charlotte's children did not have any children. Right? She kept saying like, oh, we need an ear, no ear. And then finally somebody has a kid, right? And that kid was who? Who was her grandkid? Queen Victoria. Do y'all know what Queen Victoria looked like? I said, oh, hell fucking no. Oh, hell no. Like that show Girlfriend. Remember that girl that was like, oh, hell yes. Oh, hell no. We need to go buy that book. We need to go buy that fucking book. Oh, hell yes. Look what Queen Victoria looked like. This shit is a joke, bro. This shit is a joke. They all gotta get out. They all gotta leave. I ain't gonna hold you. We need some time to heal. They gotta leave the East and the Midwest. They could go to California and shit. I'm sorry. People from Cali, if you belong over here, come back. Migrate the fuck back. We can't really stake claim to California because California is the Charles Williams side. That's our other half. The whole Wells it belongs to two different families. Our family, George, the original important people, we're from the East and Midwest. But we did splurge out to the California side, the Khalifa, the Spaniard, the black, the Venezuela woman, man, that crazy ass bitch. But and mind you, those are the fallen people. So that's the devil, and the devil comes as man and woman. They're twins. Everybody comes in as twins because they're just advising you. This is the man and this is the woman version of. So the twins is just like all women and all men. It's not just one and two. It's just not two people. You see what I'm trying to say? It's not. So that's why they always give you twins and it's a boy and a girl because they're just trying to tell you like the women of and the men of this species. You see what I'm trying to say? So anyway, look, this is Queen Victoria, bro. They disrespectful, bro. Disrespecting us, bro. Like, ew, bro. Like, they really think this is gonna be the grandchild of a black person. They really gonna tell you that this person is the black child. This woman has a black grandmother. Mind you, we all know that George ain't white either. We know George was a Negro. They got so much documentation showing that George Washington was a light-skinned brown dude with light eyes from Virginia. from Virginia. So he's a Negro. But the fact, so these are two Negroes. They would never have a kid. This won't never happen. But this is around the time of the takeover. This is around the time when they brought when this is all you see all the story I've been telling you. This is all the same time frame. This is when they was bringing the people like the Wizard of Oz, Kansas. The shit I was just showing you with the homeboy. Uncle's Tom Cabin, the Underground Railroad. They were coming from here and taking them to Nova Scotia. This Queen Victoria wins when that last name Windsor will be in Nova Scotia. You see the takeover? Do you see how we're getting robbed? It's happening now with the Queen Victoria situation. Because mind you, nobody else had any children. It's just this white. They just straight white now. Queen Victoria they consider Spaniard white or whatever. So it was like, what? What? How do you transition into that? But that's what they're fucking telling us, right? So mind you, the same Queen Victoria, this is around the same time frame of this. Remember when I was showing y'all this? Remember when I was showing y'all this? The bizarre era of the Victorians. Remember? So these are supposed to be royal people, but they coming over here period on themselves. They over here period on themselves in their britches, but they royalty. But they was over here being nasty with their hygiene. Their hygiene was nasty. Bizarre, nasty hygiene because we're bringing them over to Nova Scotia, Windsor. We're bringing these nasty people over. They're wearing our clothes. We would never act like this because remember, George went over there smashing these hoes in the Harlem of that shit I just showed y'all. That's in Turkey land. These women were hoes putting our outfits on, putting our elegant outfits on, and got their shit propped up. Got their shit propped up like this. You will never see a Negro. They got Negro women pictured in this era. You will never see a Negro woman pictured like this. We were way more conservative than these women. These women were learning how to be Southern gracious women with respect through us. Through us. They were even trying to wear their hair like us. So you don't see how straight it was. They were trying to pin it up. So when you see like royalty, they have their hair curled. Where would they be able to do their hair like that? They would never be able to do their hair like those royal people. They don't have no texture to their hair. It's just straight as hell. So where the fuck is Queen Victoria coming from being royalty when they just got here and didn't even know no hygiene? They was having period blood in their clothes. They was perioding it on themselves. They were period. A black Negro woman made the period pad, right? A black Negro woman made the period pad. Guess what? Black Negro people invented damn near every fucking thing. That's why ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new to us. We did everything that we went on missionaries trying to help. And y'all backfired our asses and came with a diabolical plan. It worked. Because look where we at today. Why do I have to do so much explaining? It's obvious. Niggas are from here only. Look at the phenotype. Look at the phenotype. We are only from here. Look at the phenotype of everybody else. You can see exactly where they're from. We got people over here saying they Native Americans looking like they dead Russians. That's weird. That's weird. And if they're Native Americans, fine. I don't care. I don't care what term, because we all know we're as an Indian. If that's the way the sayings go, I go by sayings. Old people got a lot of sayings where they be like, don't be bigger than your britches, or old Negroes got a lot of sayings. My history and stuff comes from sayings. I do a lot of sayings. I believe in everything my people have said. I don't really care about these. You're not gonna. Once I feel like I don't feel a connection to what you're saying, I know it don't belong to me and my people. We know who's kin to us. We know who's our kin. Okay, we know who's kin. Anyway, we know who's our kin. We could tell. Like, I don't know why y'all think we can't tell. We know exactly who's who. We're such a simple, quiet people, but we gotta really show them that we know how to fight. We just so simple and quiet, but we know how to fight. Like, we know how to fucking fight. Y'all niggas come with weapons. Y'all be weaponed up, whack. Jesus came with his hands, bro. They tell you that all the time. Jesus came with his hands and his words, cause he knew soon that shit get wild, he don't need nothing but these. He want to come and talk to you. But if you ain't having a conversation, you could easily catch some of this. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't believe that all these things that I'm saying is true. And I've been telling y'all from day one the truth. My story's never changed. I've been trying to explain all this shit to y'all from day one because I was ahead of my time because I'm a prophet. But now everybody's trying to explain to y'all everything I've been saying. And they still trying to change the narrative a little bit. So I still got to be here. And I'm still here because I'm very scared about the voting. I really hope that we can take our country back. We do really need to make these people leave as well. They need to start either escalating out of, because we're all piled up in this small area. We need some space. That's what the George Floyd, that's what all these people that's choking. Remember that Michael Jackson shit too? All these people that's because we cannot breathe. You're not giving us no space. They're from space. They're from outer space. They're in our space. You see how subliminal all this shit is? It's crazy when you see how subliminal all of it is. So yeah, all royalty, they took the last names off of their names. So if you Google any of them, any royal name that matters that we're following, right? Like George, his father, their father, none of these people in their bio have their last name. And I think that's weird because everybody's bio has their last name. Everybody has a last name. So why are these people that's so important don't show their last name in their bios? And then when you look up their information of the Windsor name, the Windsor name is not even theirs. There's something that they said that they just took upon due to us not really being able to pronounce shit. See, they're piled up on us. Piled up. We need room. And you see how they made the DMV area in orange skies? That was orange skies, y'all. That was orange skies, bro. Orange skies. That don't come from fire. That don't come from fire from Canada. Orange skies. I've never seen when, like, somebody made a great point. Somebody was like, well, when they have fires in California, we don't see orange skies like in the surrounding areas. That don't happen in the surrounding areas of California, and they are known for having forest fires all the time. Canada is not even known for having forest fires. What the fuck made a fire? It's not even hot yet. It's still chilly as hell. And Canada is cold. It's the coldest region over here. Why is they having forest fires over there? And you think it's a coincidence that they had a forest fire at the same time they just said they had a sonic boom? Did y'all just see that sonic boom situation where they said a sonic boom happened and they blew it out the sky? It was a sonic boom. I'm trying to look for this stuff, but it's like, I can't find fucking nothing. They had a sonic boom. Look, these are the same people that's like, look at the Victoria. They said Victoria Edinburgh, right? Which is here, right? Because I already showed y'all a map that this is the Garden of Eden, right? This is Edinburgh, right? Look, they said the Victorians in the slums. They were known as swamp things, swamps. They were in this. So this is Queen Victoria. Like, this is how. Ain't that weird that they come over here by us saving them through the Underground Railroad? Uncle Tom, we were saving these people, bringing them over here, and they got the nerve to act like they are Queen Victoria Queen. Like, how did the nigga that was saving them have sex with one of these white girls and then just say, "Yo, I love you so much"? Or did she kill him and then just took on the name? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to take over. It all happened here. Everything happened at this point. Jesus, Moses, this, that, every story that they are telling happened in this time frame. What we're trying to figure out is what the fuck? Like, why is this? Like, how did we ended up here today? Like, that's the most confusing part of it all. We know the Queen Victoria people were the slum bums that we saved. So how are they now the queen and king and she done went on and had Elizabeth number 2? that don't even have a last name. Ooh, these people are grimy, bro, and they do this shit with a straight face. They'll sit there and say, "Oh, we're royalty, we're this, we're that," with a straight face of delusion, bro. And we're just be looking at them like, huh? And I'm tired of squinting my eyes and saying "huh" to everything. Like, huh? They hear that. I can't understand Spanish. Can you say it in English? I'm tired of saying these things in my own country. Like, I really am. I'm trying to tell them, hey, can y'all help me out trying to figure out what's happening in my own shit? We got to start taking control back. We got to start taking our control back. We got to be in full control, which means, and how do we take our control back? You can't get no money from me, China. You can't get no more money from me, China. You are a ripoff. You are a scam. You're selling things that cost $1 for $15 to $20. You're a fucking scam. You can't get another dollar from me, China. Only thing that China can get from me is directly. I'm gonna buy their shit for $5 directly, and I'll wait for my shit to come. And only why I gotta buy from them directly is because they got all of our machinery. They took all the factories, all the trades, all the machinery, because that's how we thrived. They took that and put it upon them. Now they have all the sweatshops. They have all the machineries. And we have to unfortunately go through them for everything. So the best thing to do is try to get what you need only. Try to get things as cheap as possible. Like try to get whatever you get. I don't give a fuck if it's name brand, whatever it is, get it as cheap as possible. And save your money. And as you save your money, try to buy machines and stuff that's going to eliminate us even having to buy anything from them, period. We're going to have to start buying machines and stuff like that. We need to start incorporate our money, get banks, because the banks is the ones that run the homes. So we don't need to put our equity and stuff with the homes, the death mortgage with them. We could do our death mortgage with each other. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it got to make more sense for us economically, or we're going to continue to be non-existent black. It's not fair that everybody out here saying we black. Like, how disrespectful, while all of them have a name and a place to be. Every name that they have, we could find it and locate it on the map. We gotta stop being so disrespected here. We are the most disrespected person in the world. The male and the female and the male of the American Negro is the most disrespected person in the world. We're the most used and abused, and spit out person that's not being noticed in the world, and no one is gonna make that. No one is gonna make it right because they bank on it. They need it. They survive. This is the survival of the fittest. Okay? So we are gonna have to fucking really link back together in a colony like we used to colony together. Colony, all these 13 colonies was us. We are the colonizers. It's so confusing right now, but I hope everything starts to level itself back into the right places. Because we are the ones that colonize together. We stick together, and that's where the church and all that shit comes from. We are the kingdom of the church. They are the animal kingdom. They don't stick together. They are survived. They out there eating each other if needed. You know what I'm saying? They out there sticking together in packs. But if needed, they'll eat each other. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta be careful. And we know that that's what the Neanderthals, that's what the Asian, those people were doing. They were eating humans. That's, you know what I'm saying? So we know that. So anyway, I gotta get out of here now, guys. I just want y'all to know when y'all start hearing people talk about how those royalty people don't have no last names, and the last name that's connected to their royalty is not even theirs, you want to know that you heard that shit here first. And it's weird that nobody never really pointed that shit out, because that got to be illegal. Got to be illegal. That got to be against the law to come here and say that your royalty is this and that, but that's not even, and you're using this last name and you're not even putting it on your bio because it's not fucking yours, because it don't fucking belong to you. Which means that royalty status don't belong to you either. And that's probably why the corona is in a virus state, right? Because the corona was the crowning of the new king, but he's not the king. That's why they boarded Buckingham, like in Georgia, like Bankhead and Buckhead. They boarded up the Buckingham Palace because the foolery stopped with Elizabeth. Like, let's cut it out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so now you see why we have a coronavirus, because the person that is now crown king is somewhat like a virus to us because he's not actually any royal. He's not of Scotland royalty. He's not of that. He's not of the last Mohegans. He's not of the last dying breed. It's not them. They're not pure breeds. It's not them. They are the Amsterdam swamp Victorian people. They all of the same people around the same time coming under here under different names, pretending it's different time frames to keep you in that hamster loop, to keep you in that spinning ball, to keep you in that whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? So bitter. It's so bittersweet coming to an end. I do want to stay here with you guys, but I am tired, so it's bittersweet. But like, share, and subscribe. Try to like and share as much as possible because for some reason I feel like they are just trying to have my views at zero one day. Like when I first started, my views was at like 9 or 20 something, and I feel like they're gonna try to have me at zero just to make it seem like no one is watching me at all. You know what I'm saying? So I can stop. But unfortunately, I kind of do this for recordings. I do this for a recording purpose more than anything because I felt like a lot of stuff that was happening to me. It was like I'm doing a lot of typing on Facebook. I'm popping a lot of shit, but no one believes me. So now this is actual. This is like I'm giving you all database information that's leading and resulting into everything that I'm saying is factual. So I don't know what to tell everybody. I hope everybody is doing the right things for the greater good of them. Because trust and believe, these people are doing what's the greater good for them. And I'm gonna show you that clip because I found the clip of Jay-Z saying that. I found the clip of Jay-Z saying that. Oh, come on. I can't find a damn thing. Oh, wait, I found something. Yeah, I found this. Let me show you this. I want to show you that. Secretary of State. Yeah, so just to show you guys, they was trying to show us in that show about the Uncle Tom cat. They was trying. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know why these people just can't straight out come out and tell us something. Because if these people think doing these shows and all this subliminal shit is helping us, bro, you could have just came right out and said that shit. So I don't get why they do these subliminal shows because it really don't help us. Because who the fuck would have really guessed that clip was trying to explain something about Uncle Tom Cabin and the Victorian and the Charles Bridgerton and it's like all this shit is connected, bro. All of it. Moses, Harriet Tubman, all of it's connected, bro. It's all about the biblical time about this one story. It was, I guess, it was such an impressive thing. It was such a big thing that we were so inventive, and such big creators. I'm just seeing if I want to show. Oh, let me just show you a couple things too here with the guy. With the Michael Jackson thing. So you could clearly see that this was a fake story as well because like let's be honest, how many crackheads from 42nd Street takes photo ops? Like how many crackheads will have all these perfect photos? Like he's like taking real good professional pictures, bro. Like I said, if you don't get the fuck out of here, and one thing, let me tell y'all one thing about me, okay? Like I know y'all probably looking like, oh my god, all Capricorns, especially like January Capricorns, think they know everybody. But let's be honest, I do know a lot of people. I know a lot. I be outside and I go to every hood. Like I know the girl I used to hang with, whatever. Like one thing we used to do, and we were both Earth signs, right? One thing we used to do, we used to get like a bottle of Hennessy and go hang out in anybody's hood. We used to go all the way to the Bronx. We used to go to Harlem. We used to go to mad different, like the Polo Grounds, everywhere. We used to go to everybody's projects. Me and Shorty, Dodo, just me and Homegirl. Just me and Homegirl going to people projects. And if you from the projects and you from the hood, you know that you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be somebody from outside of the hood coming with a bottle and just sitting in somebody's park or sitting in somebody's bench in the projects acting like you from here. But that's some shit we was doing because we was really fucking retarded, bro. We really liked to start a lot of trouble, right? So because we like it to start so much trouble, we used to get a bottle of Hennessy popped out of anybody's hood, and we really would be out there. So if somebody remember me from their hood, yes, that was me and that girl, and yes, we are fucking crazy. Yeah, that was us. We used to be in people's hoods, and niggas would be like where y'all from? Where like what y'all doing here? Like y'all really over here, and shorties from the hood be tight, and we really didn't care. We really used to be in people's hoods. But anyway, my point of saying that is that I really be outside, bro. So to see this crackhead, right, that they say was a crackhead from 42nd Street, and he was out there doing Michael Jackson acts. I'm like, that's weird because I know a lot of crackheads, bro. Not to be funny, but I know most of the crackheads that be on the trains. I know because I've been working all my life. And I've been taking almost every fucking train to get to all these jobs I've been working all my life. So I know most of the crackheads that work the trains. And it was to the point where one of these crackheads, it was like some Jamaican dude. I one day I gave him $1. Like, I give him dollars here and there on like a payday. And he was like so thankful and grateful, and like this guy, he was fucked up. He ain't had no sneakers on his feet, nothing. Like this Jamaican homeless guy, right? So every time he used to see me, this is a long time ago. Every time he used to see me, it don't matter if I was on the A train, the J train. He used to see me. He used to be like, "Sweet pea, sweet pea," and I used to be like, "Yo." People used to think that probably was my uncle or something, son. Because once he saw me, he used to be so happy, and I used to, and I never gave him another dollar because I was like, "Bruh, that sweet pea shit ain't gonna get you $1 every time you see me. I don't have it." But it got to the point where he told me, he was like, "No," because one time I saw him again and I had $1 and I tried to give it to him. And he was like, "No, no," he didn't take no more money from me. He didn't want to take no more money from me. I think he was just so happy that I was being so kind to him. Cause I don't treat nobody like ill you this, like I don't really care. Like I don't care about nothing. So I just gave him the money. He was like, "Yeah, here," like, you know what I'm saying? And he said something to me, I spoke to him. So every time he saw me, he just wanted to, like when I say he shouted me out, like he was all the way up the cart. And he'd be like coming up the car and see me, "Sweet pea, hi, sweet pea," and I'd be like, I'm like, hi, or whatever. But my point is saying that I don't know that drug addict, and he don't even look like somebody that would be on the trains or in a homeless state. Like he don't even look like the crackheads from New York. Like he must be just getting here. You know what I'm saying? Or something. If he's new, then say that. But don't say this guy been out here for all his life, because I've been out here for all my life. And I've been everywhere. And I know the bus. I know most of these crackheads. And most of these crackheads, they get off the train in our hood and buy crack from our hood, from the people we hang out with. So, and probably for me at one point in life. So it's like, come on, stop. Like, this ain't no real, that wasn't no real story. That was another theater, a street theater of them wanting you to see that they have us under, this German white guy has us in a choke, another German has us in a chokehold. That's all that is about. Because I know y'all don't think that crackheads in New York is taking great pictures like that. I know y'all don't think the homeless beggars is taking really nice pictures like that. Like they're not taking photo op pictures like that, bro. Like that's bullshit. And just like the girl that died in Mexico with her these beautiful pictures, like professional pictures, like just stupid shit, bro. Like you gotta be real fucking stupid to think that these things are accurate. Knowing that you know what you know today, and starting to compare all the stories and all the names. Just like the Jackie O girl, and I was talking about John dying, then they killed the Jackie O girl. Mind you, her man name is John. And John F. Kennedy wife name was Jackie O. And her husband died. You see what I mean? First it was John that died, now it's Jackie O that died. Because it's just the biblical story that matters. The people that's playing the characters do not matter. Shorty is probably back playing Kimbella. Or she's in her country. She's back in her country. Look at the weird shit. Look, I take the weird shit with the nigga. He was sending her off or something. Look, like, let me show y'all this too. Just talk about the white guy. Like, look at the stupid photos. Like, the train is empty as hell, which is never reality in America. In New York, during the daytime, the trains are never empty as hell like this. And there's no black person in sight. or no Spanish person. Like, that's weird. It's just white people on the train. So this is a fake fucking scenario, okay? They probably gave this man some money, or they probably say the truth. Sometimes they could target people and really kill them. They could have gave him a shot and then try. They could have gave him like a sedation shot. Sometimes people don't know that they be pricking people on the low, like pricking people and pushing shit in people. And this guy probably couldn't struggle or fight because they done sedated him already. It's either that, because ain't no way in hell a crackhead was gonna get choked out like that without wilding out and him being able to really, like, they probably wouldn't have been able to get a real good choke on him without him swiggling a lot out of it. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because black drug addicts are really strong and they can squiggle out of things, bro. So I just feel like something wasn't right about that story, period. And the photos about him being Michael Jackson, like, that was just weird, bro. Like, and then, of course, him being Michael Jackson on top of that, because Michael stands for John. Michael, Sean, John, all stands for the same. Just like Elizabeth, you saw how I showed you Queen Elizabeth's name was Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. They gave her all those names because they want it to represent all those royal people. So Michael, John, it's all representing John, Joseph, Michael, Augustine, Leo, all of those names is representing John. It's representing the same Joseph with Mary. It's representing that same father, right? The lion, the cowardly lion, the cowardly lion. Remember, the Wizard of Oz tell you, y'all niggas is cowards. Y'all don't got no heart. And we used to be brave hearts. That's what made us go off to war. We're brave hearts. But now once Wizard of Oz happened, once the Victorian the transition happened, you became a cowardly lion with no heart. And you became the Tin Man with no brain. And you became the Straw Man. Because they blowing you out your brick homes. But anyway, and I'm not going to explain the ruby red Snickers and all that. Like, we'll get to that. Just like Tupac's father name is Garland, you should understand what the ruby red slippers stand for. It stands for our blood, the covenant. But anyway, we're going to get to that one day. I can't be here forever, man. Unfortunately for me. And a lot of people don't even care. Even though I'm giving accurate information, they prefer the lies. Because a lot of people like to live in a lie than live in the truth. Unfortunately, in this world. That's just the way it works. Yeah, I can't find what the fuck I was looking for, but whatever. I try to go. See how Dane Calloway put up Aaliyah and put the indigenous black people from America, and I feel like that was fucking trying to take a shot at me because it's like, bruh, I'm the indigenous black person in America, and I'm a one. Her birthday is January 6th, 116. I'm 116, and it's just like a lot. It's like symbolic. I feel like he did it because he's taking a lot of my Virginia information. So y'all can take it for what it is, but you see, I go over my lives, every live to show y'all all these coincidences that happened after my life. At some point, y'all gotta understand that I am a part of this January Jesus type of phenomenon that it shows through me. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can kind of see it comes through me. I don't know where I get it from. This is what I was born to do. Everybody is destined to do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here. I have to be here. You know what I'm saying? I have to. It's my destiny to be here at this moment in this point of time. The role of Candace from King Philip, she was keeping the immigrants off of her land. She was trying to keep people from off her land. So you see how it comes full circle, and I didn't even choose this. It chose me. It's called you being chosen. I have no choice. See what I'm saying? But y'all don't get it. This is our heritage and our responsibility. My whole family has royal names. I have to do it. See what I'm trying to say? I don't even get paid. Like, I try everything I can to try to make a dollar out of this. And it's very difficult to make a dollar out of this because they don't want us to be here. They don't want me to be here. They want my message to come through Dane Calloway, the 13% that got paid with a contract and a team. You know what I'm saying? They don't want me. They don't want the independent contractor, the freelancer. They don't want the freelancer, the freeman. They don't want the freeman to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Because then I might start sparking a memory. I might start clicking some lights, some light bulbs to say, you know, fucking what? I'm start moving just like that. And then boom. they're gone. Then boom, we're back to heaven. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just want to just check to see if I'm missing anything. Let me show y'all the Jay-Z thing. I keep seeing it, but I keep missing it. Where the fuck is it? Okay. Here you go. I just want to show y'all that I was not playing about the principle. Because these are principles. And remember, principles are studied by those Indians, East Indians, right? So they're following principles. And you know what a prince is? Principle, teachers, George. You see what I'm trying to say? The prince. The prince. They're following principles. They're following us. They're following our. We follow law, and our law is their principle. You know what I'm saying? So, because the law comes from the prince. It comes from the Jesus. They loved him. They love. I don't know if they love God, because God is fearing. God is a fearing God, but they love the Son. They love Jesus Christ. They love them some me. Some people love them some me, and some people, because I'm not for everybody. I'm here for my people. I come for my people only. That's what it means. It means only a select few will be here. You know what I'm saying? We're only waking up a select few. A lot of people ain't waking up because you're not a purebred. You're not a part of it. You're not a part of this legacy we're trying to rebuild. We're trying to reestablish back. We're trying to get back. Anyway, look at Jay-Z. That's life. Happened to you, it happened for you. That's life. Everything is life. It happens for you. Everything is for your greatest good. And you see how they stopped? You see how they stopped it right there, son? Because I be knowing what the fuck. I be knowing what. Yeah, I be knowing what the fuck I be talking about, bro. I've been told y'all it was about the greatest of the good. Because first of all, I studied Bali. You know, I studied like the Indian stuff like that. Because originally I thought like, oh, we're from India because I know we're Indian. I'm thinking we're coming from them. They're pieces of shit. But we're not. But I did study a lot of shit like, Buddhism and this and that. And I understood the greatest of the good. I understood the greatest of the good concept because it really comes from us. It really comes from, my family is going to come. My family is going to come first. My loyalty is to them. Everybody else could come afterwards, secondary. Like, they want us to think about the whole world. Bro, what about my family? What about my creations? You understand what I'm saying? Everybody know that's more important than anything else. It's what you created. So anyway, I told y'all this. He's on that. The greatest of the good concept is like a saying, and he understands exactly what that means. That means they gotta do they gotta do whatever they gotta do by any means necessary. That means if he gotta pretend he was some hood dude from Marcy selling drugs and this and that, and then made it out of the hood at 18. Like, bro, what kind of hood dude is you if you already made it out the hood? At 18, 19, like you're already out of here, bro. That's usually when the struggle starts. That's usually when you become a drug dealer and make a name for you. Well, he made a name for himself at 14, at 15. When did he ever make this name? When did he ever make this drug dealer name for himself? You got to put in a lot of work in the streets to have a name like how Jay-Z has. And he never put in none of that work. He put in a lot of infiltrator work. He put in a lot of I'm pretending I'm selling drugs work, but never did a bid for selling drugs. But yet, y'all, all you drug dealers look at him like that's your idol. Like that's your main dude that helps you sell your drugs. Like, you put on some Jay-Z and you cooking your crack up and you packaging your crack up and you listen to some Jay-Z and some Jeezy and all these people are infiltrators that never really was. Now, don't get it twisted. They selling drugs, but they're selling drugs on a different level. They're getting it out to they getting it out to the white people and stuff that don't have good access to the hoods. So where does rich white people get their drugs from? From Jay-Z, from Jeezy, from these people that's helping them out. Like, yeah, I got you because I want that white money, but you're destroying your people. They're pieces of shit, bro. They're pieces of shit. It's a lot of people out here saying now, like, oh, Jay-Z never. Bro, you stealing that from me? I was the first person to call Jay-Z out, saying he never came back to Marcy to help nobody at all. He didn't. And it's not like you got to give nobody money. You know it's rat infested. You could come in and help. You could say, hey, I'm cool with the governor or whatever. Who he was, Bloomberg. I'm cool with this firm. Let's make sure that Marcy gets that rat shit under control. He hasn't, but you got the nerve to come and feed them turkeys so the rats could eat good better when they throw the garbage out. He's a loser. He's a bum, son. I don't know how y'all act like that. Y'all like somebody like that. Like if he ever come around me, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight violate him if he don't move out my way fast enough. If he don't move, I'm gonna give him a second to go ahead. And if he don't go ahead by the time this come down, we fight. We in a fight. We're gonna be in a fight because I don't want you in my space. I feel so violated by him that he can never be in my fucking space, bro. And if I see Beyonce, I'm putting hands on her, bro, because she's a fucking transvestite. At the end of the day, she's an android. Y'all don't see that she's AI. They were showing. I got mad videos in here where people were saying, "Yo, she's not moving like a human." She was doing some shit like they got a lot of clips of her, of course, from her tour. They said, "Yo, she was not moving." I got a video. I took a video of it so I could show y'all. Whatever the fuck they got up there dancing and whatever she is, I don't know who that is. I'm telling y'all, these are fucking androids, bro. They're not even iPhones. They're androids. They're like fake. And I say androids like they're humans, right? But they're the artificial watered down. Like they're the humans that's being created, like man-made humans, like IVF kind of things, like where they're forcing the human to be here. Like you understand what I'm saying? To do specific things. And to be, you know what I'm saying? So they're like army. They're like being brought here as army. And mind you, the Chinese race was being created for an army. Like, so we gotta understand that these people are not playing. And they're coming for this. They're coming for this over our dead bodies in them lakes. Don't let this shit go over your head, bro. Don't let none of this shit go over your head. I'm giving a lot of bars. I give a lot of bars. I say a lot of bars, bro. Like, I be like, oh, like they're gonna do it over our dead bodies. And then think about the lakes, because all the lakes are a lot of communities that are where we can't dig out the graves. We can't get, you know what I'm saying? So they put it underwater. Underwater, it belongs to under the sea. It belongs to under the sea after that. And you got the Russian girl and the Jamaican girl hugging each other because our towns is under the sea. It belongs to them. By law, it belongs to Oshishina, Australia. And we know, anyway, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out. Those, I'm telling you, I want to figure out a way to try to send those people to jail. Queen Elizabeth and all those people and her children and them, all those Russians, all those redhead Russians over there, look how they're marrying a bunch of unroyal people because these people are not royal. They're not royalty, and the people they're marrying is not royalty. If the real royals can't be royals, then we don't need royals at all. Just cut it all out. Let them people get a job, just like the rest of us. If the real royals gotta work, everybody gotta fucking work, okay? So welfare needs to be get the fuck out of here. All you sick people need to get the fuck out of here. All this stuff need to go. All this health care, everything need to go. Old Southerners don't even believe in letting doctors cut them or nothing. Nope, they let them make the makers make. No, they'll meet their maker before they let a bunch of doctors cut and prob in them when they get old. So we don't need y'all. Y'all over here using our resources to help cure y'all. Y'all bring y'all doctors over here to use our resources to help cure y'all. Okay? Okay, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I'm getting out of here, guys. Have a good night.